yourself in a bad spot with your new coach, your new ownership, your GM, your president. You can't do that before you even play your first game.
All right, you close?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, Joe.
Okay, count me down.
And good evening. We are live here at South Lafourche High School. Casey Giscler here with Taylor Griffin, partner. This is the last girls-boys doubleheader of the season. For the regular season, we're going to have another one next Thursday night, which will mix a postseason game in with that. But we've got a matchup between South Lafourche and E.D. White here. These are two teams that have faced off with one another earlier in the season. Lady Tarpons got an 82-29 win. But now it is the most, I guess, fun of circumstances. You got senior night. You're honoring a great group of young ladies that have been a part of this program for an awfully long time. I'm seeing Caroline Curall, Ramey Messer, Treya Bruce, Elizabeth Curall, Tyga Jackson, Victoriana Nelson. That is as decorated and as prominent of a senior group as this program has had in its history. I think that tonight we're going to see a lot of fun and a lot of great players making plays.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. This ought to be a fun one, As we were leaving the Market City game a couple nights ago, I'm thinking, man, we forgot to promote. It's the last chance to see this group of girls. It's their last home game, senior night, all this. And then before I could even call you and complain, it hits me like, oh, we got at least one home playoff game for sure. Kind of banking on 3 of them, hopefully.
Yeah.
If they do their job, take care of business. But, yeah, it ought to be a fun night. Fixing to start senior night festivities over here. And, the last time these two teams faced off, it was pretty one-sided. South Lafourche took a few minutes to get going, and then once they really got on the gas, they never looked back. So hopefully we're looking for the same result. I mean, at least 40-point victory, a good little senior night. Get the seniors to start strong, finish strong, and everyone in between fills in and does their jobs. It should make for a good one to really set the tone for the boys' night, for the boys' game that'll be right after, which has, playoff implications and all sorts of other importance to it.
First senior announced is Caroline Curall. We actually have a microphone now on the speaker. You'll be able to hear the presentation as it is happening live. Caroline Curall is doing an excellent job as a reserve player for this team. She plays a big role, one of the first players off the bench. The Curall family is going to be a doubly special night for them because they've got 2 seniors they're celebrating tonight.
Yep.
Caroline and Elizabeth Curall. Ramey Messer, number 3, is the second senior out of the batch. Pretty neat poster that each senior player is being given. Partner, what is it like when you're hearing this, all your career bio and everything being called out here at the stadium? What are some of the things that's going through your mind?
And nephew Jai. Ramey is a 4-year member of the Lady Tarpon basketball program. Ramey plans to attend Fletcher to major in nursing.
There we go.
We good?
Yeah, now we could go ahead and talk. We've been connected to the PA here.
Man, to be honest with you, everything I remember about my senior night, as soon as you hear your name and you start walking, you hear some cheers, and you walking with your family arm in arm, and you just, the bio, the this and that you hear, it's all in the back of the mind. You can't understand any of it, and you just think about taking that one last walk. And then as far as the game itself, we were all overshadowed by a real special junior that night who just broke out for like 27 points. Our job was really easy. I just, went out and played really second, third fiddle to a couple other guys that took care of the game for us. So it was all good.
So Ramey's got a mass of people with her. They've got several youngsters enjoying the occasion tonight.
Oh, and I have to add this little tidbit to my senior night. Really, the entire basketball career. One of the few people.
Number 10, Elizabeth Curall.
Get that story in just a minute. We now hear
Is
about
being
Elizabeth Curall.
promise
escorted
it's
by
worth
her
it.
parents, Brian and Susan Curall, and grandparents Welton and Glenda Curall. Elizabeth is a 4-year member of the Lady Tarpon basketball program. Elizabeth plans to attend Nicholls State University to major in nursing.
Go ahead, partner.
A lot of people in their basketball careers on a loss. You know, everyone's chasing state. Everyone's and I'm not saying this is a good thing, what I'm leading up to, but
I know where you're headed.
I always like to see two sides of things and, you know, dig deep for the positives. And if there's anything to take away from it, since my senior year, we were just a hair shy, just one game shy of making the playoffs. The win that we got on senior night meant nothing, and I was one of the very few people to close my career on a win.
There you go.
Well, most people who close their career on a win, it's because they win state. Everyone else closes on a loss. I actually closed on a win, so I'm pretty proud of that.
That is a good story. 3 seniors down. We've got 3 more to go.
Number 14, Tyga Jackson, is being escorted by her mother, Tara Jackson, her sister, Braylon Jackson, her father and stepmother, Keelan and Christina Harris. Tyga is a 4-year member of the Lady Tarpon basketball program. Tyga plans to attend college and major in nursing, and one day hopes to be an athletic trainer.
Tyga Jackson, one of the great senior players in this group.
Yep.
Does so many things well to help this basketball team.
Yeah, she's made a big impact these last couple of years. She's left some lasting memories, and sounds like she's got big career plans as well from what we just heard.
Sure.
Best of luck to her.
For folks watching on ESPN1003.com, you can get a video stream of the senior night. We're just minutes away from tip between South Lafourche and E.D. White.
Number 5, Treya Bruce.
Treya Bruce. One of the
Is
most
being
prolific names in
escorted
school
by
history.
her parents, Travis and Saleya Bruce, and sister Brittany Bruce. Her other sister, Katie, could not make it tonight because she has an LCO game. Treya is a 4-year member of the Lady Tarpon basketball program. Treya will be attending the University of New Orleans starting this summer, where she will be continuing her basketball career while furthering her education. She plans on a future in teaching math and coaching basketball.
Treya has 1,975 career points. She's 25 points away from 2,000. That is unbelievable. We all know she's a UNO signee. She's had one hell of a career.
To add to that, I just heard about her future career plans. I guess she's following in the footsteps of Coach Rainey Terrebonne.
Yep, math teacher.
Yeah.
I would not discount maybe a little overseas ball mixed in there
Number
as well.
23,
Oh, no.
Victoriana Nelson.
As good as she is, and as, I mean, I don't know her personally, but as much as she
Is
at least
being
appears to
escorted
love
by
the
her
game,
parents, Dominica and Victor Nelson,
I mean, I
and
could see
Uncle
her
Ashton
definitely trying to
Dillon.
extend it past
Vic
4 years
is a
at UNO.
4-year member of the Lady
One way or
Tarpon
another.
basketball program. Vic plans to attend college with the hopes of furthering her basketball career while majoring in business.
Victoriana Nelson, the big post player for the Lady Tarpons. Well, she's come back in a big way, and it's meant so much to this basketball team this season. And I think that's going to wrap up our senior night festivities. So, partner, now, okay, you've got all the fun out the way. Everybody's hugged and, high-fived and all that good stuff. How do you focus now on this basketball game?
Man, Coach Donna Martin mentioned it right there by the doorway before. They're really fortunate to be able to have senior night now and still have a home playoff game. They could get all the emotions, get all the jitters out, get all the senior night things that go on in the back of your mind and in your heart, get those out the way. No matter what happens in this game they're about to play, they're hosting a playoff game. I mean, what are they, like number 2 right now? Did they not move up even more?
Yeah, it would take something catastrophic for this team to not be hosting maybe even a couple games.
Yeah, I mean, catastrophic. I mean, they'd have to knock the building down for them to not. There's it's mathematically impossible to not host this first round at least. So yeah, what I was getting at, they could get everything out the way, get those emotions going, and focus later on for the big game that's going to matter, which is going to be Thursday.
Yeah.
Right?
Next Thursday, Lady Tarpons will open up their postseason run. This is their final regular season game. There's still some PowerPoint numbers to be added up and calculated and all that good stuff. Lady Tarpons are taking some final senior pictures, which are going to give us a chance to take a quick 3-minute break when we get back to the opening tip between the Lady Tarpons and Lady Cardinals.
State Senator Gary Smith, representing District 19. I am proud to team up with ESPN New Orleans 100.3 FM to sponsor our local high school sports broadcast. Please join me in pulling for our local high school teams and cheering them all to victory. Best of luck to all our area high school teams. High school sports and State Senator Gary Smith, District 19, a winning combination. Paid for by the Gary.
Is one of the most important.
And welcome back here to South Lafourche High School. The starting 5 has been called out for E.D. White. Now the starting 5 being called out for the Lady Tarpons. We've actually got a boys scheduling update to give to you guys. The Tarpons are going to be taking on South Terrebonne on Monday. That game is scheduled, but the time is going to be changed as the Tarpons are going to be taking on South Terrebonne varsity at 4 p.m., JV at 3 p.m. And then, of course, as we've talked about the last week or so, the CCA game is going to be played on Thursday after the girls' basketball playoff game. The 5 for the Lady Tarpons is Curall, Jackson, Messer, Nelson, and Bruce, the usual 5. That's your home team starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. E.D. White, coach, giving him the old Hoosier speech. Hey, just play as hard as you can. Don't look at the scoreboard. Whatever happens, happens.
What do we have to lose?
Well, you lost them once, 82-29, so only uphill from here. It's Bordas and Nelson jumping. And we are underway with E.D. White controlling the tip. SJ. And they get it to Claymont, come the other way. Number 4.
Claymont being a real solid player last time out.
Yep, Schwest on the left side. Now Claymont on top of the key. E.D. White running some early offense. 2-11, Schwest. Schwest throws it long to Chet. E.D. White being patient offensively. DeLon in the middle, being trapped. Claymont can make that shot. That's a 3, no good. Rebound goes to Nelson. Lady Tarpons come the other way. Bruce to the corner. Curall. Now Bruce with a 3 ball, no good. Rebound goes to E.D. White. The Messer takes it away, and she's going to be fouled. Taylor said she was too open. I think you're right. Treya is used to having hordes of defenders run at her when she gets the ball. That time they didn't collapse. Jackson now to Nelson at the foul line. Victoriano with the left hand shoots it up, no good. Rebound goes to Messer. Messer to Nelson, attacks the left side. Victoriano lays it up, no good. Rebound to Jackson, and she's going to draw a foul.
Good job by all the Lady Tarpons, keeping it alive, fighting for second, third, fourth chance opportunities. Finally paid off. We got a whistle and some free throws coming up.
So the activity on the glass has paid off for the Lady Tarps early. Jackson shoots it up and good, and those are the first points of the game. One more for Kaja. Shoots it up and good, and it's 2-0 Lady Tarpons. The usual quick start for South Lafourche. Let's see if they can build on it here. Bordas goes it to SJ. Or Echet, rather. I'm going to mess that up all game long. SJ, okay. Truck's telling me it is SJ. My apologies.
The weird Homer people spelling.
Yep. Taken away by Curall in the inbounds. Curall to Bruce on the right side. Bruce attack, stop, and pop. She got it. 2 down, 23 to go for the march to 2,000 for Bruce. It's 4-0. Messer with the steal to Bruce in the corner for a 3. No good. Rebound goes to E.D. White. Schwest to SJ. And that's going to be right in front of our table, taken away by Nelson. Now Messer to Bruce on the left side. Mid-range shot. She got it.
Got it.
And a quick timeout by E.D. White. It is 6-0 South Lafourche. 6:25 to go in the opening quarter. Lady Tarpons are favored by a lot, and they've gotten off to a quick start.
Yeah, Case, I don't know what the spread is, but it looks like they're well off their way to covering it right now.
And, you know, that's the tricky part about being in the position that the Lady Tarpons are in, is that you play so many games like this that whenever you get in the rare, you know, for most teams, close game in the fourth quarter is the normal.
Yeah.
For Lady Tarpons, that's the exception. That's not something that they're used to. They don't have as much experience in that. That's kind of a challenging thing. I guess you got to make up for that in practice, put them in those situations.
Yeah, I mean, last year they may have had four games until they got to the third round.
Yeah.
Where they had to face that kind of test.
DeLon has it taken away by Nelson. Nelson's all by herself. She lays it up and in with ease, and it's 8-0 Lady Tarpons.
You still think back and wonder if that may have been the cause of last year's third round loss, but now this year, I mean, kind of the same story.
SJ is being fouled by Ramey Messer across the timeline. So it's 8-0 South Lafourche. We're 2 minutes in. Coy Verdon, Henry Burr, Fred Billazon are our 3 officials tonight. Claymont working on Curall. Picked up her dribble near midcourt. She's in big trouble. How's that not 5 seconds? She throws it away anyway. Nelson. Across the timeline to Bruce on the baseline. Shot fake gets to the rim with the floater that's strong. Rebound goes to SJ. E.D. White picks up their dribble now. Claymont coming the other way. Across the timeline, being trapped, throws it to Kaja Jackson. And a good foul there by Claymont because the Lady Tarpons had a 3-on-1 break. They were definitely going to get a layup there, and she took it out of their hands.
Yep, give her some credit there. The rare smart foul to stop transition.
Bruce coming the other way for the Tarps. To Curall on the right side, Elizabeth to Messer. That's it deflected, but she gets it back. Now Bruce on the left side. High post Nelson. Good pass to the post to Kaja Jackson. They laid up and in. That's an excellent pass, an excellent finish. Bruce takes it away now on the press. Those are reverse pass out of bounds. So a turnover, but not before you force the turnover, your defensive intensity.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to E.D. White. E.D. White's a young basketball team. They're going to continue to get better. But this is just a heavyweight against a lightweight right now. The Lady Tarpons are better at every position.
That is correct.
Messer commits the foul. That'll be her second. Caroline Curall hops up off the bench. She will be the first sub into the game. SJ gets number 14, Borders. Borders being trapped, and it will be out of bounds to the Lady Tarpons.
I think the only noticeable advantage Edie White has of any kind is height, and it's just simply not enough.
Yeah. Bruce across the timeline to the corner. That's Caroline Curall. To the top of the key, Elizabeth. Now to the right side, Bruce thinks about the three. Now kicks it out to Curall. Curall to Caroline. Curall on the left wing. Caroline reverse pass to Bruce. Boy, she's wide open, and she made that one.
Got it. Buckets.
13-0 our score. Just can't leave her that wide open out there. Borders to Claymore, and she'll lose it into the hands of Mr. Brian Curall, who hands it to his daughter Elizabeth, and we come the other way. 13-0 South Lafourche. This one is going to, looks like at least, mimic the last game as Elizabeth Curall shoots it up, no good. Rebound to Jackson. Jackson back out to Curall. Now Nelson attacks the lane, kicks it to Kaija on the baseline for a shot that's no good. Rebound to Borders. And Borders, I don't know why she's not dribbling. She hadn't started dribbling, but she finds her guard, SJ. Goes to Claymore. Low pass. She collects it. She's met by Curall. Gets across the timeline. Bruce and Curall trying to take it away. They're going to force a held ball. And I think that's a good adjustment by Coach Terrebonne. It was the first game, you're right, Grace Claymore did give them some problems. Now she's got Elizabeth Curall on her tonight.
Yep.
SJ is going to be fouled by Curall, a holding foul. That could have been called before the ball was in bounds. They get it in bounds to DeLon. DeLon to number 11, Schwest. To the corner they go, Borders. Back to Schwest. Edie White is trying to have possession of the ball for a little while. That's something they have not had, but they're going to be called for a travel here. And the sub enters the game. That's number 15, Elise Kale. She played some good minutes the first matchup. Abigail Buzigard and Michaela Bynum will check into the game for the Lady Tarps. Bynum to Bruce, and we come the other way. Bruce across the timeline. Edie White in a zone defense. To the baseline they go. Buzigard takes a spill, gets back up off the turf. Bynum top of the key. To Bruce on the baseline for an open three. In and out. Rebound goes to Nelson. Nelson attacks off her foot to Curall. And when it's going your way, it's going your way. Nelson's going to get an assist from her Nike to Caroline Curall, or to her Under Armour rather. Kale to SJ. She's being trapped across half court. Throws it to Michaela Bynum right in front of us. It'll go out of bounds to the Lady Tarpons. That's now the second time our table nearly gets taken away. It's going to be one of those kinds of nights as well.
We hadn't had a player crash into it yet.
Last year, man, we came awfully close a couple of times. Bynum to Nelson on the baseline. Bruce. Curall, now Bynum on the left side. Working around the perimeter. 3 minutes to go in the first. Nelson skip past to Bynum. She's open for a three. No good. Rebound goes to Buzigard. Good. High catch. And she lays up. No good. Thought maybe she got a little contact there. Kale being trapped as Edie White comes the other way. Nelson takes it away. She attacks the right side, and she will draw a foul on Elise Kale.
Oh, yeah. Again, we've been saying all year, Nelson's so good at, she's already quick enough at beating most people off the step. But, man, if you got somebody waiting for you at the rim, she's so good at just drawing that contact, flailing into them, working through them strongly, and forcing the ref to blow the whistle.
Vic misses the first foul shot off the front of the iron. She's got one more coming. Second shot is up, and it is good. Boy, touched about every piece of the rim and then fell through. Edie White gets Lizzie Ayers into the game as it's now 16-0. Trying to battle this pressure defense. Borders to Kale. Kale has it poked away. Now Ayers has it. Ayers looking to the middle to Borders. Borders attacks the rim, gets to the rim, and it's going to be fouled by Abigail Buzigard. Boy, she hit the deck hard. Did pop right back up, though.
And laughs about it.
Yeah. Officials are talking to her, making sure she has her wits about her. She does seem to think that it is quite funny that she just got power drive to the deck, though.
I guess that's why they questioned her. My goodness.
2 shots coming for Bordas. The first one is up and no good. In and out. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. We've got 2 games here. Second shot is up. Also no good. Rebound goes to Nelson. Nelson pushing the other way. Bruce on the right side. Treya hits Nelson on the baseline. Victoriana has a hard time corralling it. Now gets it to Bruce. Curall to Bynum in the corner for a 3. No good. Rebound goes to Nelson. So you just take it out of the arms of the ED White player. Bynum on the left side. Curall top of the key to the middle. Nelson out to Bruce. She's wide open for 3, and she nailed it. It's 19-0. And I don't think that the 20,000 points, or the 2,000 points are going to survive the night. 20,000 may be safe, though.
I forgot to keep track. I hope you're writing it down.
I will get it at halftime. DeLon.
I beat it before then.
Goes into the body of Buzigard, shoots it up, no good. Rebound to Curall. And it'll be out of bounds to the Lady Tarpons. We can get it at the end of the quarter as well.
Yeah, that'd be the wise decision.
Yep, she's got, a couple of mid-range. She's made a 3 ball. She's got at least 7-8 points. She needs 25 to get to the 2,000 mark. I think we're still safe for now. Bruce across the timeline. To the left side, Caroline Curall has played some good minutes tonight. Nelson, top of the key. Inside to Bynum, tries to pass it to Buzigard. They can't catch it clean. Bruce now shoots a floater. Oh, my. That is an 18-foot one-handed floater that she just put home. Kale.
That's nothing new right there. She's good at it.
Yep. Taken away by Caroline Curall. 3-on-0 break. Curall lays it up and missed it, but Bynum is there, and she lays it up and in. I wasn't lying when I said it was 3-on-0.
So she had the same idea as me to throw it off the backboard for
Bynum for the slam.
Yeah, or for Bynum to follow up with the dunk, but
foul's called on Caroline Curall. No, there was a hole in the roof yesterday at the Pelicans game. There's going to be more than a hole in the roof tonight if Michaela Bynum slams one home. And we love Michaela, don't get me wrong, but she stands all about 4'11". We get an inbounds to Claymore. A minute to go in the first. Lady Tarpons are up big. It's 23-0. Bynum guarding her very close. They drop it to Ayers. Ayers to the baseline. Schwest attacks, gets it to the post where they'll draw a foul and one. So E.D. White is on the board. Number 5, Lizzie Ayers gets a basket in the foul.
The drought is over, and they get the approval from the Tarpon fans as well.
I was about to say polite. Very courteous of the Tarpon fans, giving them an ovation after they score. Shot is up and no good. Rebound goes to Buzigard. Buzigard dribbling it down the floor herself. Doing a little crossover dribble before she gets to Bynum. 40 seconds on the clock. Michaela to Bruce on the right side. Man, she is wide open, and she makes the 3. You've got to close out on that young lady. That record is getting closer and closer. They inbound it to Claymont. Throws it right to Nelson. Nelson 2-on-1 break. She attacks the right side. And one. Victoriana Nelson basket in the foul. I know you've banned me from Harden comparisons there, so instead I'll say like Kyrie Irving. She went right into the chest with the right hand and finished at the rim.
With all the Harden references you make, that I'm going to
That was the most like Harden.
That one definitely deserved it. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that was the most like Harden there.
Yeah.
One shot coming for Nelson. She shoots it up and good. It's 29-2. So I'm going to ask you like I tend to do. Are we going to see a 100 burger tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Caroline Curall gets the steal to Bynum. Bynum attacks, lays it up at the rim. No good. Rebound goes to E.D. White-Schwest. 14 on the clock. Nelson pokes it out of bounds. It is senior night, so you'd maybe be inclined to let him play a little longer, but at the same time,
That's what I was thinking.
It's a little risky because you also got another home game you got to prepare for 7 days from now, so we'll see. Ayers working on Bynum. Throws it to number 30, LeBlanc. LeBlanc looking to attack. She's not aware of the clock, and it's going to be taken away in our score after one. South Lafourche 29, E.D. White 2. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Varsity Basketball on KLEB and ESPN 1003.com. Think Taylor went check the scorebook because Trey Bruce has 15 points. She needs 10 more to get to 2,000. Lady Tarpons here lead 29-2. And Bruce has the ball in her palms as we start the second quarter. To the left side, Caroline Curall. To Elizabeth, top of the key. Now Caroline on the left wing. Reverse pass to Bruce, but it is poked out of bounds. Good hustle by Elizabeth Schwest. Now Bruce gets the ball in bounds. To the left side, Caroline Curall. Baseline, Tyga Jackson. Back to Bruce. Now Curall. Now Bruce, she's open, but she gets it to Jackson on the baseline. Jackson will shoot it up. No good. Rebound goes to E.D. White. That's Schwest. And Lizzie Ayers comes the other way. E.D. White trying to just get a little momentum here. Now they attack the baseline, lose it out of bounds. That's Bordas. With the way Division II works, these Lady Cardinals are also preparing for the postseason.
Yeah, congrats to them on their playoff berth.
Blocked away by Nelson. That's going to be a held ball. Of course, in Division II, just by fielding a team, you clinched the playoffs, which is another argument for another day. They get the ball in bounce to number 4, SJ. Throws it to 5, Ayers. Reverse pass to Schwest. This is as long as they've had the ball on a possession in a long time. Schwest shoots it up, no good. Rebound goes to Bruce. Bruce looking to attack. Cross half court, throws a nice pass to Jackson in the lane, who lays it up and in. More proud than the point total. That young lady may lead the school in assist as well, and that was a nice one there. SJ to Schwest. Back to SJ, to the middle, they go DeLon. Now Ayers. To Bordas. To the paint, and it'll be blocked away. And a foul called. I didn't see who got the block. I assume it's Nelson. Lady Tarpons are going to have the basketball.
Case, I don't know who guards the filing cabinet in the corner that's got all the historical girl stats, but I'd be very interested to see if she has steals and assists and all of that, you know.
Bruce to Larill, who just checked in. Larill to Bruce. Reverse pass taken away. E.D. White attacks the lane, lays it up and in. That's number 14, Bordas. Bruce coming the other way. Gets it to Larill. Larill to Bruce. Bruce attacks the lane. Gets it to Nelson on the baseline. She shoots it up and in. Good shot by Victoriana Nelson. Apologize to anybody who at home may be hearing. We're catching a little static in our headsets here. Curall. It's taken away. Bruce now has it, and there's going to be a foul on number 10, Elizabeth Curall, moving screen. I don't think she was even trying to screen.
Yeah.
Just the way it went.
Just kind of ran into her. Looked like a football block more than anything.
E.D. White gets it in. Number 30, LeBlanc. The 42, DeLon. She shoots it up, draws a foul. So Lady Cardinals will be shooting too. Here with 5:38 to go in the opening half. Shot is up and good. From Caroline DeLon. One more coming, shoots it up, looks flat, it is. Rebound goes to Nelson. Nelson gonna dribble it up on her own. Now she gets it to Bynum. Kayla across the timeline. To Larill on the left side, Sierra to Bruce. Bruce to Bynum on the baseline. Bynum's all by herself. She shoots it up and in, and she's missed a few, but you can't leave her that open. There was no one within 5 feet of her, and she put it home.
Oh, no, she's a good shooter.
E.D. White working on Bynum. She picks it away. 3-on-1 break. Larill to the rim, lays it up, and she's going to draw a foul. Little push in the back by Sally LeBlanc. 36-5. The Lady Tarpons are out in front. 2 shots coming for Sierra. Shot is up and no good, front of the rim and out. One more coming. Shoots it up, looks short, it is short. Rebound to Nelson, my goodness, what a monstrous effort there. She's gonna draw a foul. She came soaring out of nowhere, and she's gonna earn 2 free throws. Nelson missed the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Shoots it up and it's short. Oh my goodness gracious. Didn't hit the rim.
I don't know if I've ever seen her do that.
That's a senior night first there. The air ball and the free throw, and she's going to be able to laugh about it later. Sure, it makes it a little easier to swallow when you're up 30 in the second quarter. LeBlanc has it taken away. Tyga Jackson has it, and another playoff foul. That's the old NBA clear path foul from Grace Claymont. She's getting pretty good at not letting them go and score an easy layup. If she sees that, she's the safety, so to speak, she's going to put them on the line.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Got 5 of them. She's only used 2. Jackson's free throw is up and good. 37-5 our score. One more shot coming. Shoots it up and good. So if you're a Lady Tarpon fan, when the brackets come out Monday, you want to see your opponent first, but then you also want to root for the higher seeded team that you're matched up with. And I'll tell you why in just a minute, as Nelson gets a steal and Bynum is going to lay it up and in uncontested at the other end. Because if the Lady Tarpons win in round 1, which they're going to be heavily favored to do, the way that they get a round 2 game at home is by the higher seeded team also winning in round 1. If there's an upset, then you're going on the road in round 2. The reason why we were able to have 3 straight home games last year is because the bracket held up. There were no upsets at all.
So by higher, you mean better? Because that always confuses me, depending on who's talking.
By higher seed, yes. I
Okay.
mean the team that is predicted to win.
Gotcha.
You don't, if you're a top seed, number 2, number 3 in the bracket, you don't want any upsets at all, because then that means that you're going to be at home for the duration as long as you keep winning.
So anytime you're a road team and you win, you're
You earn
rewarded
a home game.
next round
Yeah,
by getting a home.
that's your
unless
reward.
unless you're matched up with another upset, then
yes.
it goes to the
Higher seed in terms of
better
lower number. Yeah.
seed. Okay.
So if 18 beats 15 and 31 beats 2, then 18 will be hosting 31 in the next round.
Gotcha.
As we got off topic, E.D. White called a timeout, which allowed us to get off topic. It's 40-5 our score.
Hey, people need to know. We bring them the info.
Yep. So if you're a Lady Tarpon, you're rooting for yourself and you're rooting for everybody that's around you that is playing at home. You want them to win.
Yep.
Because you don't want to go and get on a Greyhound bus to Shreveport or anything like that. They get it inbounds to Claymont. 4:30 to go in the half. Claymont with a pivot. Now out to Kale. Back to Claymont on the left side. She attacks the middle, shoots a mid-range, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds to the Lady Tarpons. She got some confidence early, Claymont did, in the E.D. White game in Thibodaux. They've kind of had her rattled from the beginning. Elizabeth Curall shooking her up a little bit. She hasn't had quite that same flow. Bruce to Bynum. Michaela is thinking about the shot. She kicks it to Nelson. Nelson in the paint to Bruce. She's wide open. She missed it badly. Rebound goes to Claymont. And it's going to be a foul on Michaela Bynum. E.D. White's going to be shooting bonus free throws. And look, as a coach, you always like to be thinking about the negative because everybody else is around you is going to tell you about all the positive. Coach Terrebonne's probably not happy that they have 9 team fouls here with 4 minutes to go in the first half.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Claymont will be shooting the last 1-and-1. Shooting it up and good. 40-6 our score.
And to my friend out there in Thibodaux, Misty Lee McElroy, if you're listening, your daughter Taylor just checked in.
There you go. Misty is a brilliant photographer.
Yes, she
thank
is.
her for all. She does a lot of help for us at the newspaper, and definitely want to thank her for her work. LaRille to Bynum, top of the key. Now LaRille on the left side. Throws it to Bruce, gets it to the post. Now Nelson attacks out to Jackson. Jackson with a dribble and a three, no good. Rebound goes to E.D. White. Oh, it's blocked that possession by the official. Did the best I could. Lady Cardinals come the other way. To number 30, LeBlanc. LeBlanc has it pulled away by Sierra LaRille. Now Nelson in transition. Throws a long outlet pass to Bruce, who attacks, shoots a floater. No good. Rebound goes to E.D. White. And it'll be knocked out of bounds. I don't think we've had any Treya Bruce points here in this second quarter to add to our tally.
Don't believe we have.
And Bruce and Nelson are going to get a breather maybe for the rest of this 3:23 in the half. I think that'd probably be a wise decision by Coach Terrebonne. Speaking of Miss McElroy and her, Nichols and everything like that, the Colonels got 2 big wins last night. Both the boys and girls basketball teams got victories.
Congrats to them.
Yep. Kale attacks, loses it. Bynum takes it away. Now the Lady Tarpons come in transition. Messer to Jackson on the right block. She lays it up and in. Good, strong finish by Tyga Jackson.
And every game, Kaja does something new to impress us. She's fun to watch. She's going to be sad missing her next year.
We've got a Delgado coach here, and, there's all the talk of who he's here to see and whatever. This is an opportunity for a player like Kaja to maybe steal herself some interest as LaRille comes on the run out.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Lays it up and in because she's got a great skill set, and if she weren't on a team that had such guard-heavy players, she'd maybe really shine here. 44-7. Clune throws it into the hands of Jackson. Jackson's off to the races and lays it up and in. Kaja, you're making me look good right now. We're talking her up, and she gets a good play. 2:15 to go now. And partner, that 100 points, I think, is in jeopardy tonight. We'll see.
Well, if E.D. White continues to slow the pace, that may make things difficult.
Yep.
Bold strategy, Casey. We'll see if it pays off.
Play one to the corner. It's Clune. Let's see, that's DeLon. Now they get it to a cutter. That's Claymont, no good, and she's going to foul, which will put Sierra LaRille on the line, shooting a 1-and-1.
Okay, so we live on FM right now as well?
Just the AM.
Oh, just AM, okay.
1600 AM. Which, if there's anyone that's listening or, outside of the signal area, you could also catch it online. That's the third foul, by the way, on Grace Claymont. For folks in the Thibodaux area that are curious, you could also watch this game on ESPN1003.com or search Jerry Gisclair on YouTube. This game will stay archived online as well. You could go back and watch it tomorrow or whatever it may be. There's a lane violation called on LaRille, so she's only going to get 1 out of 2 at the line. E.D. White, Kale walking it up the court. Being closely guarded by Bynum. Picks up her dribble, throws it into the Tarpon faithful. Bowen couldn't handle the pass. I want to give our sincerest congratulations to 2 really fine young men. That's Chad Cheremy Jr. and David Robinson. Chad Cheremy, an offensive lineman here at South Lafourche. David Robinson, a receiver at Central Lafourche. They both signed with Nicholls State University yesterday for football. Congratulations to both of those young men.
Big congrats to those guys. Best of luck in the future.
LaRille, top of the key to Messer in the corner. She's wide open. She missed it for the rim and out. Rebound goes to Schwest. And E.D. White comes the other way. Yeah, those are 2 real good football players as Nicholls continues to stockpile local talent. Schwest attacks to the baseline. They go. That's DeLon. She shoots at the rim. Good move there by Caroline DeLon. It's 47-9. Bynum with a minute to go in the half. One that has been all Lady Tarpons to this point. To Messer. Ramey inside the buzzy guard. Can't corral it. Bynum has it mid-range, and she got it. Caleb Bynum splashes it home, and it's 49-9. 45 seconds to go.
A little more involved this game than we've seen in the most recent ones.
Look, next year she's going to have to do a ton of scoring.
Oh, yeah.
You're losing a lot of your scoring load. They throw it away to Messer here. 2-on-2 break. Ramey to Bynum. Good,
nice
unselfish
pass.
play. Messer on the weak side gets the rebound, lays it up, no good. Rebound goes back to Messer. Now Bynum, 25 seconds to go. Reverse pass to Jackson. Stop and pop from 18, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds to E.D. White. Coach Terrebonne is livid. She was telling her team to hold it for one. They didn't listen. Let's see if they do it now. And they don't. Laurel catches it and shoots the three.
Of course not.
You better make it if the coach is going to come out onto the court and tell you to hold for one and you're going to go catch and shoot, but she did, and it's 52-9. Lareal takes it away now on the steal, off to the races. She lays it up and in, and just like that.
Sarah Lareal says, how about 2 shots instead, Coach?
Poland for 2 shots. Our score at halftime in South Lafourche 54, E.D. White 9. We'll be back in 3 here on KLEB. White 9. Taylor's getting some stats for us here. And we've had just a great first half of play. If you're a Lady Tarpon fan, South Lafourche rolled out early, and they've been in cruise control ever since then. Just do a little bit of housekeeping for anybody who missed any of the action early. We got a boys basketball scheduling alert, or update rather. The Tarpons are going to be taking on South Terrebonne on Monday. That's not a change to anybody. What is going to be new is that because of the Homa Parade, that game is going to be at 4 p.m. so that, you know, if you're off that day, wherever, you got to get to Berg early if you want to catch the varsity game. Junior varsity is going to be playing at 3 p.m., and that is because they need the security for the home parade that night. The boys basketball game against CCA scheduled for Thursday is still on, but it's going to be on the back end of the girls basketball playoff game, which is going to start at 6. So we're going to have girls basketball playoffs at 6 next Thursday, boys basketball against CCA at 7:45. So we're going to have a doubleheader there. Welcome Taylor Griffin back into the fold here. In just a second, he's got some first half stats, which is going to allow us to also thank a couple of our sponsors for allowing us to be here. I'm going to pull up the sheet here in just a minute. Our home team starting lineups are always brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Our pregame injury reports are brought to you by Thibodaux Regional Medical Center. Our injury report, any injury that we have during games, brought to you by Thibodaux Regional Medical Center as well. Now some first half stats. Thanks to Taylor, we've got Sierra Lareal with 8 first half points, Caroline Curall with 2, Treya Bruce with the aforementioned 15, Michaela Bynum with 9, Tyga Jackson with 12, Victoriana Nelson with 8. The Lady Tarpons scored 29 in the first quarter, 25 in the second quarter. And the thing that jumps out to me about these stats is you're getting a lot of players. Sierra Lareal getting into the books heavy, Michaela Bynum, Jackson. You're getting a lot of players a chance to have that big 16, 18-point game tonight.
Oh, yeah. What a way to go out on a senior night with, big contributions. There's been certain games where it's just sit back and watch Treya show, certain games sit back and watch Victoriana show. And, man, great balanced scoring, great contributions from all the seniors and, the upperclassmen who are also preparing for the future. Everybody's doing a fantastic job tonight.
We were just talking a minute ago. Actually, I was introducing to the audience a minute ago while you was getting the stats how next Thursday we got the girl-boy doubleheader with the girls playing a playoff game and the boys playing a game that they may need to win to get to the playoffs. I don't know about you. I mean, I like to live in the present, and, Mardi Gras is going to be fun and all.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to next Thursday night here in the tank.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Essentially all but an official playoff game for the boys. Just the way the seeds are right now. Going to be a packed house. Every time there's a girls' home playoff game here, the community really comes out and brings it. It should be in for a fun one. I'm like you. And I'm riding in Mardi Gras, of course. That's one of the highlights of my year every year. But, definitely looking forward to being in here Thursday night. It's going to be rocking.
So your Tuesday day parade, do you know your float number and everything yet?
I sure don't. I just know I'm on the house side, the front, the first spot of the American-themed float with the big papier-mâché Donald Trump head on the front.
So if anybody is, looking to heckle Turtle, look for the Donald Trump float on the house side. Upper deck, bottom deck?
Me and my group, which our float name is, our crew. We're the Crew de Macros.
It's an adequate name.
It's one. Shout out to those guys. It's just one of those things where we never know our float number, but we could confidently say you'll know when we're there. You'll know when it's us.
I could attest to that. Let's take a 2-minute break. When we get back to the second half. Here you're listening to Varsity Basketball on KLEB. partner. We've got 30 seconds before we're putting the ball back in play. So very briefly, what are some of the things you're looking to get accomplished? I'll give you one, stay healthy. What are the other things you're looking to do here?
Stay healthy, stay together, keep playing as a team. Don't let the the big scoreboard deficit distract you. Just go ahead and keep playing like it's a fresh start. Just try to double down. Hell, go for 100. Have some fun, but stay healthy.
Got your original 5 on the floor for the Lady Tarps. Messer with the ball first. To Curall, top of the key. Now Messer. Reverse pass to Bruce on the right side. Treya to Curall. Nick DeLeon cuts in front of us wearing a raccoon hat and jorts as Messer lays it up. No good. Rebound goes to Nelson. She shoots it up one hand. No good. Rebound goes to Schwest. Tarpon boys are going to actually have their senior night on that Thursday where the girls play the playoff game as well. That'll be doubly meaningful. You got senior night for the boys, playoff game for the girls. It's taken away by Bruce. Bruce coming in transition. Treya, top of the key to the block. Jackson now out to Nelson. Hey, is that a 3 ball? Oh! We called it last game. Messer lays it up and in. In the last game, we asked why doesn't Vic shoot any threes when she's open out there. She stroked one there, just a little short. Yeah. SJ.
Boy, it looked good coming off our hands, too.
Oh, I would have went nuts if it would have went in. No one would have understood why except for us. E.D. White lays it up, no good. The fight for the rebound will be held up. And the arrow points to the Lady Cardinals. Bordas. Looking around, throws it away. Yeah, I think that the term now in the NBA they use is stretch 4. And if Nelson can become a stretch 4, she becomes so much more valuable.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Messer to Bruce. And we come the other way. Bruce to Curall. Now Messer, top of the key. Bruce on the left side. Gets it to Curall. Now Messer inside to Jackson. She's had a big night. Shoots it up, no good. Rebound goes over the back on Victoriana Nelson. Stretch 4 for me meant by the 4th stretch I was tired and ready to go home.
Yeah.
E.D. White's down big. They're trying to get a little momentum. Kale to SJ. To the middle, Bordas. Now Claymont playing with 3 fouls. Claymont looking inside. Now to the baseline, DeLong. Back to cutting Claymont with the left hand. No good. And it goes to Nelson on the rebound. To Bruce. Bruce pushing in transition. 3-on-1 break. She gets it deflected away. Just trying to feed it to Curall. Had it stolen away. Now they're fighting on the floor for a loose ball. It'll be a held ball, the arrow pointing to the Lady Tarps. Mr. Burr switches his handkerchief and stares me down while he does it.
Love it. It's for everyone.
To get it inside to Jackson.
What side is it?
Nelson will shoot it up and will draw a foul.
Oh, the eyes? Oh, yeah.
2 shots coming for Victoriana Nelson. Shoots it up. No good. Strong off the back of the arm. One more coming. Shoots it up. And good, and it's 57-9.
Another good shot.
Mr. Burr has a brief conversation about our profession of choice. SJ, he said that he doesn't even look good on radio, I believe is what he said. Curall in transition on the steal. She lays it up and will draw a foul. Good hard foul there by SJ. Curall's going to be shooting 2. You know what's crazy is with these officials, a lot of them, and I know that Mr. Henry is one of them, whenever another sport starts, they're just on to the next sport. I know he does some baseball umpiring and some different things like that, so it's a year-round thing for them.
It does a fine job at every one of them.
Yep. Curall shoots it up and in. She makes 1 out of 2. It's 58-9. E.D. White coming the other way. Coach telling his point guard, hey, slow it down a little bit. I hear these 2 knuckleheads on radio talking about 100 points, and I don't want it to happen on us. They turn it over on the travel. 5:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. Good to see my man Billy Repstock in the gym. Always good to see Billy. Curall on the right side to Jackson on the baseline. Kaja gets it inside to Nelson. Kind of a wild pass, and E.D. White will take it away. Claymont. And here come the Lady Cardinals. Claymont. Actually, remind me of the next whistle to thank somebody. E.D. White gets it to DeLon. Well, there's the next whistle. I want to thank my man John Lareal. Before the game, we're always talking about these rules and everything, you know, whether or not we know the rule or don't. Mr. John gave me a rule book here
all right.
before the game, so we're going to actually have an official rule book for the rest of the season if ever we get confused.
That's big time right there.
Nelson being bodied up, attacks the lane, shoots a baseline, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it'll stay here. 4:58 to go in the third. Messer to Nelson near the free throw line. Splash. We know what the tally for Bruce is in her career. I would love to know the tally for Nelson. It's got to be what you think, well above 1,000.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She's had a big career, maybe even the all-time leader for rebounds in school history, but she's had a lot of big games.
Ton of them.
E.D. White's going to draw a foul there, and one. That's going to be Bordas attacking the right side. Nelson kind of hit her in the arm, and she put it up and in. Vic's looking around saying, I don't think I fouled her, but I heard the slap from here. Somebody slapped her. Free throw's no good. Rebound goes to Claymont. Nelson takes it away. Nelson going to lead the break, and Claymont just kind of shoves her. They're going to call that an intentional foul. That's going to be her fourth foul. I don't know if there was really intent there. Vic just kind of got in front of her and then put on the brakes, and it was just kind of a rear ender. I don't know that she was trying to be malicious.
I'm sure it looked a whole lot worse than what was intended, but
Nelson misses the first free throw. That is going to be Grace Claymont's fourth foul. One more coming for Vic, as Bynum and Caroline Curall check into the game. Nelson all by herself out there after the intentional foul. She shoots it up and good, and it's 61-11. Michaela set the inbound. She gets it to Bruce, and we come the other way. Bruce to Curall. To Nelson, high post. Now to the baseline, Jackson. She's had a hot hand, no good. Rebound tipped to E.D. White. Now they come the other way. Kale using a screen, gets it to Schwest. Schwest with the skip pass to SJ. SJ to the post, Bordas. And she'll throw it into the E.D. White bench, and their coach is not happy. Somebody was out of position there.
Yep.
Of course, E.D. White is a program that's in a bit of transition, as Mr. Berg gives us the evil eye again. You can never not laugh either. That's the crazy part about it. Nelson at the free throw line, nothing but the bottom. And it's 63-11. The crazy thing is I remember coming to games as a small kid, like 4 and 5 years old, and Mr. Henry was out on the court. He's been doing this a long time.
Looking the same for 25 years.
That's right. I wish that I had some what he has. SJ. The Bordas knocked away. Bynum has it out to Bruce. Trey in transition across half court. Stop and pop from three, no good. Rebound goes to E.D. White. Now Bordas.
I feel like both teams are kind of just going through the motions, just getting out of the quarter. And
YMCA game right now.
On, yeah.
Has very much a Cutoff Youth Center men's league feel. Neither team running anything, a lot of turnovers. Of course, don't tell that to the E.D. White coach. He is hollering at his team. Of course, E.D. White lost a great coach, Coach Fonz. He passed away at the end of last season.
Yep.
Long battle with cancer. They had a really good team last year. McKay Jones went to the University of Penn at the end of the year. So they knew this year they'd be young. They're playing through it. Buzigard on the baseline. Throws it away. E.D. White has it. SJ does not have numbers. And they're going to try to set up some offense. Bordas to Kale. 2:50 to go in the third, and Bynum's trying like heck to take it away, but Kale gets it back. Look at the fight on the floor. Caroline Curall has it. I think the E.D. White player is out of bounds. Nope, they're going to actually say Curall was out of bounds. They get inbounds to Ayers. Ayers to Kale. Near midcourt. The Lady Tarpons with that pressure, they just make you start your offense from so far away. And it's hard to get in any kind of rhythm unless if you have the athletes of an Ellender, and DeLon commits the Assumption shuffle. Speaking of Assumption, they had a hard-fought loss against Ellender on the boys' side.
I thought for sure they'd take care of business, Case.
Of course, after what we saw Tuesday, I don't know that anybody's beaten the Tigers of Morgan City. They're awfully good. Bynum to Messer on the left side. Inside to Buzigard. She's laying it up, no good. Rebound goes to Bordas. Bordas is trapped. Throws the outlet and dribbles it off of Elizabeth Cural's foot. We have a held ball, the arrow pointing to South Lafourche. Yeah, think about Morgan City. I actually went back and rewatched that game yesterday rather.
Yeah.
They're so good on defense, man. Like that man-to-man, they're so athletic. They could switch on everything. They're going to be tough.
Yeah, every guy on the floor could guard every
position.
Got.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bynum misses the three. Now SJ on the rebound. DeLon to number 15, Kale across the timeline. To the baseline they go. They lay it up and no good, but draw a foul. That's number 5, Ayers. Yeah, that's such a luxury when you face a team that is going to have the size of an Ellender that you could switch everything and be comfortable with all the matchups. That puts you in a great position defensively.
And the speed of an Ellender, too.
I think Coach Terrebonne is sensing what we've been sensing, that this third quarter has gotten awfully ugly, and she's going to call a 30-second timeout.
Yeah. And look, the scoreboard doesn't tell the story. Yeah, it's 63-11 in the third quarter, but it's been...
There's no flow at all.
Yeah, it's getting ugly, just going through the motions. Like you said, it's just that men's league feel, just real loose, and she needs to wake somebody up.
When the two broadcasters are talking about the Assumption and Ellender game, it's probably not good for the play on the floor. There hadn't been much flow, not a lot good going on. E.D. White's going to be shooting 2 free throws here.
And the prediction for 100 is in serious jeopardy.
Yep. I think that has been flushed. Ayers. Shoot it up. And no good. One more coming. For Lizzie Ayers of the E.D. White Lady Cardinals. She shoots it up. And good. And it's 63-12. South Lafourche now will come the other way. Bynum. Across the timeline. E.D. White has stayed in this same 2-1-2 zone defense the entire game. Messer inside the Buzigard.
Good
lays it up
pass.
and
Good
in.
finish.
If you're going to play a 2-1-2 defense, you can't be that asleep on the block when you have a player in position. Buzigard took advantage of it.
Yeah. Good credit to Ramey Messer for seeing it.
Indeed.
She might be the most underrated basketball player in this program's history.
I thought you were going to say, in the last few years, I'd go as far as maybe even in the history of the program. You're exactly right. But she's awfully good. And the other year, heck, whenever you and I were in school and the teams weren't as prominent, she would have been a star player.
Absolutely.
Borda shoots the free throw up and good. And 65-13. One more coming. Shot is up and good, and it's 65-14 now. North Carolina Duke playing tonight. We'll talk about that the next whistle. Bynum. Across the timeline. To the right side, Curall looking to the post. Now gets it to Sierra Larreal. Back out to Curall. Shot fake. Gets it to Messer. Now to the corner, Larreal. Skip pass to Bynum. Now Curall thinks about the shot, attacks. Shoots it in the paint. No good. Rebound. The back tap by Buzigard, but she's going to be called for over the back. A lot of officials in the stands disagree with that one.
At possibly the worst time to argue with an official.
Yeah.
When you're up 65-14.
You don't want to step in the ant pile when you still got a boys game here left. Kale to Robichaud. Now to DeLon, and she traveled.
Oh, yeah, that too, as you mentioned. There's still another game tonight.
Bynum coming across the timeline. To Messer on the left side. Ramey looks in. Now is going to throw a reverse pass to Bynum. Inside to Larill. Buzigard on the baseline. Abigail out to Curall. To Bynum for a three. No good. Rebound goes to Messer, who shoots it up and in. And that's a golden example of what we were talking about just a minute ago. She has that knack to be at the right place at the right time all the time.
Great at putting herself in a position to find some success.
Kale using a screen, and we have an offensive foul, a moving screen called on Lila Bordas with 6 seconds left in the third. See if the Lady Tarpons are aware. Bynum to Messer on the left side. Ramey shoots it up at the buzzer. No good, and our score after three, South Lafourche 67, E.D. White 14. We've got another quarter to go. We'll be back in 60 here on KLEB. Foul. So now if If Caroline were scheduled to leave the game, you're going to have to pick another senior now, but she's going to be shooting too. Miss Sierra Lareal is at the scorer's table waiting. Anybody listening on KLEB, Channel 25, ESPN1003.com, we do have another game after this one as Tyga Jackson is going to walk off the floor at home in a regular season game for the last time, getting hugs from everybody involved. Curall missed them both at the line. Rebound goes to Lareal. Lareal thinks about the three, now reverses it out to Messer. Elizabeth Curall attacks, shoots the mid-range, no good. Rebound goes to Buzigard, good hands, and she puts it up and in.
Good finish.
Abigail caught it high, kept it high, and finished at the rim. E.D. White with Ayers to SJ. SJ being harassed by Elizabeth Curall. She doesn't care that it's a blowout. She's playing hard man-to-man defense. And that's going to be her last deflection in a regular season game at home, but now it's her turn to walk off the floor. Bynum checks in for her. SJ feeds the post. They get it inside, and Sierra Lareal is going to commit the foul. Good footwork there by Caroline DeLon.
Oh,
nice
yeah.
little drop step. 73-14 our score. The Lady Tarpons are out in front. Free throw from DeLon is no good off the back of the iron and out. See, the first game between these two, it was 82-29. I don't know that E.D. White's getting to 29. I figure the Lady Tarpons will get about to 82 here. So they've taken care of business here at home is what I'm getting at.
Most definitely.
Bynum after the free throw make, walking it down the floor. To the right side, that's Curall. Inside to Buzigard, trying to pass it out. She gets it to Curall. Now Messer. Messer to Bynum. Now they go to Lareal. Lareal reverse pass to Caroline. Curall thinks about the shot inside to Buzigard. Good catch. And Curall to Bynum. Inside to Messer. Out to Lareal. Boy, they got away with maybe three in the lane there as Lareal puts it home.
It might have.
We'll take it. 75-15. Ayers using a screen to SJ. SJ looking around for help, gets it inside to the post. DeLon will lay it up, no good. Rebound goes to Buzigard. Now Bynum has it. Michaela pushing it down the floor midway through the fourth quarter here. Michaela to Messer. Inside to Lareal. Sierra attacks the lane, shoots the floater, no good. Rebound to Buzigard, or at least she's fighting for it. They're on the floor. Lareal takes it away, tries to throw it out, but we're going to have a held ball. Good hustle by number 5, Lizzie Ayers, getting on the floor there with Sierra Lareal. Braylon Jackson will check into the game. Caroline Curall is going to get her final walk here. Curall twins, they play several sports, and they're really, really good kids, man.
Yep.
Messer dribbling back out to top of the key to Lareal on the left side. Reverse pass to Bynum. Good catch. Now Messer. Lareal in the corner, thinks about a shot. Now throws it to Bynum. Braylon Jackson's on the left, block the Buzigard on the post, and one. Abigail Buzigard drawing the foul, finishing at the rim.
Jackson with good eyes, able to see in the pass, and before even thinking about looking, she's just quick tapping it to Buzigard. Good assist, good finish, good ball all around.
Ramey's now going to be the last senior to walk off the floor, and now you've got what could quite possibly be your starting 5 next season on the floor in Nalasia Mack, Michaela Bynum, Abigail Buzigard, Sierra Lareal, and Braylon Jackson as Buzigard makes the free throw. 78-15. Of course, Abigail's a real good basketball player, one heck of a volleyball player as well. Great multi-sport athlete here. A lot of these Lady Tarpons play volleyball. Bynum, Lareal. Have a foul called on Michaela Bynum. Sierra Lareal is an incredible setter. Puts the ball in position for all those big thumpers that the Lady Tarpons have. Buzigard, Taylor Toops. E.D. White will be shooting 1-1. SJ shoots it up. That's a lane violation. Good call by Mr. Burr. You don't want to call that in such a lopsided game, but it was obvious.
Yeah, everybody saw it.
That's one like a false start in football. You can't not call it. I mean, everyone sees it happen. Bynum across the timeline to LaReal on the left side. Sierra to Braylon Jackson, can't catch it, but Bynum is there, Johnny, on the spot, using the screen from Fred Billazon, the official. Now LaReal. Reverse pass to Jackson. Into the post, Buzigard again. Now throws a nice pass for the layup there to Sierra LaReal. So Buzigard showing off her skill set here. She scored a couple times, made some nice rebounds, and there was a gorgeous pass. LaReal gets into the passing lanes and knocks that one out of bounds there, but it'll stay with E.D. White. Well, if we wouldn't have had that lull in the third quarter where for about 4 or 5 minutes the Lady Tarpons didn't score much, 100 would be very much on the table.
Most definitely.
It's hard to play 32 minutes of flawless basketball, man. That's just how it goes. E.D. White throws it to S.J. S.J. to DeLon on the baseline. DeLon feeds the post. Oh, my goodness, Braylon Jackson blocks that one out of bounds.
Not in Braylon's house, young lady.
She is an awfully young lady.
Not ever.
E.D. White set to inbound. And maybe the first of about 100 times we're going to say that. Nalasia Mack was trying to get some too.
Nalasia getting in there.
But she's going to get a little body and get whistled for the foul. But you see the athleticism of some of these young Lady Tarpons. We had a beautiful block by Jackson, and then Mack nearly had one but was whistled for the foul. E.D. White shooting two. The first shot is up from DeLon, and it is good, and it's 80-16. Got an injured Lady Cardinal here, straight away to our left, getting the run around from Ryan Barbier, a great trainer here at South Lafourche, getting asked some questions. How many fingers am I holding up? That kind of thing. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to Buzigard.
We don't speculate injuries, but I don't think it's an ankle sprain.
Nope, doesn't look like it. Jackson tries to feed the post. It's taken away. And they're fighting for it on the floor. And here comes E.D. White. SJ, 1-on-3 break. Has it pulled away by Bynum. Now they're fighting on the floor. Nalasia Mack has it to Bynum. And we come the other way. Bynum throws it long to Jackson. Jackson to the post, Mack. Nalasia back out to Jackson for a three ball. No good. Rebound goes to LaReal. Sierra saves it to E.D. White. Now E.D. White in transition. Kale. Look at the Lady Tarpons run the floor on defense and blocked away by Nalasia Mack.
Not Nalasia's house, young lady.
And again, she gets whistled for the violation. She just can't quite get one clean, but she still deserved the Taylor Griffin trademark there, but that was a nice block.
Casey, if we're going to see a lot of this next year, I might have to come up with a new shot block and catchphrase.
Or we could just put her on the commercial board here every time they get one, just hit the button.
Just hit number 28 or whatever. There we go.
Free throw is no good from Elise Kale. She's got one more. Second shot is up and good, and it's 80-17. I can tell you I've watched some middle school ball. I don't want to shout out any names or anything until you see that they tried out here at middle school, but there is some talent coming up that's going to help these young ladies as well. Jackson to the post. It's knocked away. E.D. White comes in transition. Kale to Lotz. Lotz throws it to the post. Bordas. Reverse pass to DeLon. Shoots it up and in, and it's 80-19. Lady Tarpons walking it up the floor. There's no reason to be in a rush. Bynum to LaReal. LaReal reverse pass to Jackson inside the Buzigard. Buzigard's going to draw a foul. You're talking about, little brothers and little sisters. Victoriana Nelson's got both a little brother and a little sister who are both very good basketball players.
Yep. What's little brother's name again?
Victor.
Victor.
Sixth grader at La Rose.
Yeah.
Buzigard makes the free throw. Then the young one is Preya. It's probably in about fourth grade or so.
Okay.
One more coming for Buzigard. It is no good front of the iron and out. They're fighting for the rebound. Mack takes it away, and we're going to have a held ball. The arrow pointing to E.D. White, but if for nothing else, Nalasia stole the arrow back for the Lady Tarps. The final seconds here. This is going to be a dominant win for a dominant group of seniors here. They're going to take care of business in a big way against E.D. White and end their regular season with a bang. Kale to DeLon. DeLon has it poked away. They're fighting for it. E.D. White has it. DeLon shoots it up, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Cardinals, but Jackson takes it away. Braylon to Bynum. Michaela pushing it up the floor. And now she'll pull it out. That's the wise thing to do with the big lead. Now Jackson into the post. Mack shoots it up, no good. Rebound goes to LaReal. LaReal to Bynum, shot fake, and now mid-range, she got it. I think for the next 2 years, we're going to see a ton of that.
Oh, yeah, looking forward to it.
Michaela getting it, shot fake, and then the little stop and pop from about 18. That's kind of her signature move. Bowen attacks the left side, working on Mack, and is going to get the whistle. That's not on Mack, that's Braylon Jackson. 38 to go on the clock.
Yeah. Taylor Bowen, which we noted earlier, is the daughter of the most fantastic photographer in the Southeast region, Misty McElroy.
Must be trying to get some Mardi Gras pictures or something. trying to work a deal here. But I agree. First shot is no good. Second shot is up, looks short. Oh, Lord. Something about that goal. There's the second air ball free throw we see on that side tonight.
She shakes it off, gets a little chuckle, says, my bad. She knows she's better than that.
So as the Lady Tarpons go in their last possession, the day that you all got to be looking forward to is Monday. That's when the brackets are going to be released in 4A. We know we're going to be home on Thursday at 6 o'clock, just awaiting our opponent. Looking forward to playoff basketball here at the Tank, as always. Bynum as they're just kind of dribbling it out. 18 seconds. They're mid-court, 15 seconds. E.D. White seems content to let them in this game here. 10 seconds. Bynum working on number 15, Kale. And I think that's going to be the end here. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to the Lady Tarpons on an 83-19 win. Taylor, some final thoughts as South Lafourche wins big.
And the Lady Tarpons did their thing. They came out on a senior night and played great all-around basketball. They got off to a hot start, a little bit of a lull in the third quarter, kind of going through the motions, but Coach Terrebonne woke them up. They got right back to it. 83-19, big win. Looking forward to the playoffs.
So I'm going to quiz you now, and I'm going to ask you, okay, we know that the playoffs are about to start. If you're Coach Terrebonne and you've got this week to get better and week to get ready to roll, what are your focal points? What are you working on to try to get ready for the postseason?
Well, hopefully, as soon as that bracket comes out on Monday, as soon as we learn who we play and you start making the right phone calls to get some film on whoever you're playing. Then again, if you're, you into the mathematical thing and figuring it out on your own before, and you figure it out on your own before, you get all that film that you need to do, all that film that you need to get, you start getting ready, and then you just get your players ready. Like, look, business as usual. We're going to prepare for this game just like any other game. We're going to watch film. We're going to study. We're going to come out in our same, whatever strategy makes the most sense. There shouldn't be anything special, especially in a first-round game. I mean, you come out and do your thing, play your normal ball, because if you start changing too many things just because it's the playoffs, that's the last thing you want is your players to get their mind off of just going out and playing the game.
No doubt. So let's take a 3-minute commercial break. When we get back, we're going to have some pregame coaches interviews and then our pregame report here as the Tarpons are about to take on E.D. White in varsity boys action. We'll be right back. You're listening to 1600 AM KLEB.
Advanced Eye Institute in Cutoff is your hometown eye care provider. Dr. Darby Shasta
the opening tip between South Lafourche and E.D. White. We're joined by boys basketball coach Brian Colley. Coach, what are some of the things that you guys are looking to do tonight against E.D. White?
Well, we definitely have to start fast. We're going to take care of the basketball. We're going to get under their shooters and stop penetration.
Between the first game and the second game, I'm sure you watched a lot of film. What are some of the things that you learned about that first game that you're trying to take care of tonight?
Well, we need to shoot the ball a lot better than what we did. That first game, the first half was not very good for us shooting the basketball. And tonight we're going to come out, like I said, we're going to try and start fast, hopefully make some shots.
Now you're in that point of the season where it's not, don't want to say it's a must-win game, but it's pretty doggone close. How do you get your team to not play tight or tense tonight?
Oh, we talked about it, one game at a time. You know, just come out, have some fun, play basketball, the game you love playing. Just come out and play hard, and let's see where the chips fall. Look, we're playing against a good team. They got 6 wins on the year, but they are getting a lot better. Coach Keefe does a great job with that program, and we're going to have our hands full.
Coach, give us a little peek inside the locker room. How's the overall team morale and everything as far as recovering from the loss and getting ready for this game?
Like, we talked about, a lot of teams have a 24-hour rule, no matter win or lose. But we talked about it after the game. Put this one, just that last game, get rid of it. Don't even worry about it. We have to, you learn from it, but just forget about it. Our goals for the season still accomplished. We can still accomplish these goals. So we just forget about that one game and look forward.
Definitely.
Now, Coach, we only got the one round of district play, but is it a little bit weird now to be playing somebody for a second time? How do you approach that type of situation?
It is a little different, and to be honest with you, I wish we would have played them one time. But if we get them at home, so hopefully that's going to help us out. But I wasn't a fan of playing in one round in district, but as the season went on, I think
it worked out.
I liked it.
Yeah, it worked out.
We get to play different teams and schedule, hopefully a little smarter and get extra power points. That's all it's about, power points.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Good
luck.
All right,
man. Thank you all.
Yeah, good luck.
That's Coach Colley joining us here, and we're going to try to get Coach Keefe here in just a minute. Give us a rundown of what the E.D. White Cardinals are looking to do here tonight. Now we're joined by Coach Keefe of the E.D. White Cardinals. Coach, we were just asking Coach Colley about the difficulty or the challenges of facing an opponent a second time. What are some things you guys are looking to do differently today?
Well, hopefully we can defend a little bit differently, and I think at some point in time they're going to bring pressure, and so we're going to have to handle that better than what we did in Thibodaux. I thought that when he brought pressure in Thibodaux, it changed the whole game, and we didn't handle it very well. I take full responsibility for that, so that's something that we worked on yesterday, and they're a difficult team to defend against, so that presents a huge challenge for us.
Last couple of weeks, your team has gotten better, gotten some big wins here down the stretch. What's been the key to that improvement so far?
I think it's just experience. We're very inexperienced going into the season, and admittedly, we've been in almost every game we played in. It's just one little thing here or there changes the game, and we've just kind of grown throughout the season, and I think the kids have had a great attitude despite what our record is. They're not really focused on that, and so pretty much week by week we've grown, and it's just kind of showing here at the end of the season. We've been very fortunate to be in some basketball games with Assumption and Morgan City. A break here and there, and the result changes, and then we've won 2 in a row. So our confidence level is high, despite the fact that we're 6-14.
Taylor?
Yeah, Coach, based on the way things turned out last time and the pressure that was brought, give us a sneak peek inside practice this week. What kind of things do you do to literally prepare for, what could turn into a frantic environment between the crowd noise, the full court pressure, and the fast-paced game?
Well, we just do the best that we can, trying to put that kind of pressure on at practice. I mean, if we could do that at practice with our second group or third group, we'd be able to do that, in a game. But last night was pretty much just a walkthrough because we had such an emotional game against South Terrebonne on Tuesday.
Right.
So we just did as much as we could mentally to prepare for South Lafourche without, physically putting some more wear and tear on our kids.
I understand.
So that, you need a couple of days to prepare to play against Brian. He's a good coach, and he's going to know what we do. We're going to know what they do. So it's going to be a challenge.
Yep. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thanks for joining us.
That's Coach Keefe joining us with the E.D. White Cardinals. And Taylor, he mentioned something that I think is going to be a big factor in the game is they've gotten better, man. Look, this is a team that we saw them a couple weeks ago. They played a nice first half, couldn't handle the Tarpons' pressure. Since then, they hung with Assumption. We saw Assumption. We saw the bear they are. They've hung with Morgan City. They played well. And now they're looking at a situation where they get a second crack at an opponent that they probably feel like they should have had a different result with the first time. I'm very curious to see how this game's going to go.
Oh, yeah, really, really difficult thing to do is beat an opponent twice in the same season, man. You've got whoever wins, it's going to be that much more difficult to win the second time because the team that ended up on the bad end of it, they're doing all their homework extra hard. They're doing everything they can to make sure that doesn't happen again. So, two great coaches right here, even though the records aren't the same this particular year. I mean, this is going to be a pretty good, even matchup. These teams know each other well. You got friends and family on either side. You got guys from down the bayou playing, guys that play travel ball together and whatnot. And other than the coaches knowing each other, the players knowing each other, I mean, the fans, I mean, you got friends and family all together. I mean, this is going to be similar to the Vanderbilt atmosphere, but I think even closer knit as far as everyone knowing exactly what to expect. Is just going to come down to, I hate to sound like a real cliche football coach, but just going to come down to who makes the plays.
Now, how about the mutual respect between the two guys on the sidelines? Coach Colley gets up here and says, look, Coach Keefe does an excellent job. We got to be ready because we know they're very well coached. Yeah. And Coach Keefe says of Coach Colley, hey, you need 2 or 3 days to get ready for the Tarpons because they're going to have some gizmos and gadgets. And I think that's really good to see that, the mutual respect that those guys have on both sides.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I came up in Coach Colley's program and, known him for quite some time, and I could attest to that. And I've got some real good friends who've played in Coach Keefe's program, and they have all the same good things to say about things that they've learned from him along the way. And, just the type of coach he is, and even more important than that, is the type of person he is.
Yeah.
And, these two guys, the respect they have for each other, and the matchup that they know it's coming. I mean, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty and the scoreboard, it means nothing as far as your record, but the matchup of the minds is something that those who know about these two programs, it's a whole nother aspect of the game that we all got to appreciate.
So we got about 5 minutes to opening tip between the up the Bayou Redbirds and the down the Bayou Fish. We'll be back in 3. You're listening to Varsity Basketball on 1600 AM KLEB.
Lady of the Sea After Hours Clinic has moved to the new Lady of the Sea Cutoff Clinic, located directly in front of the hospital off of Highway 1 in Galliano. The same after-hours staff will continue to see patients from 5 to 9 p.m. weekdays and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on weekends with no appointment necessary. Now the convenience of a walk-in clinic with a pharmacy at the same location is available for our community. Same provider in a new environment. Lady of the Sea After Hours Clinic, here when you need us. Lady of the Sea.
Some really cool things. During that last timeout, Marquise Francis and his little brother Anthony Francis are both shooting three-pointers here. Anthony went on a run where he missed a couple of them in a row. Kind of was hanging his head a little bit, shaking his head. His brother Marquise goes up to him and says, "Hey, man, you're kind of fading back a little bit whenever you shoot." The next one, he makes it, stays upright. He's been making them ever since. Marquise went up to him, gave him a little hug. That was good to see. Two brothers trying to coach up one another. The partner, we've got about 90 seconds away till the opening tip. Give us an abbreviated version of Turtles tips here between the Tarpons and the Cardinals.
Use the atmosphere and the packed crowd to your full advantage. Take Edie White out of the game early. Do your job, block out, get these guys to go over your back, which will lead to fouls and making all your free throws, and then that'll also lead into make your free throws. Make your free throws, make your free throws. Cannot say it enough. Make your free throws. Rasta. Oh, got to get a roster. I will be right back. But yeah, I fully expect South Lafourche to do their job and do everything we expect.
Those are Turtles tips. As Taylor's going to go get us an E.D. White roster. They were still jotting it down just a minute ago. He's going to go do his starting lineup responsibilities here. We do know a good bit of the E.D. White guys, which is going to help us out here before the opening tip. We don't have to have it jotted down. We know Amadi and Brady and some of the great players that E.D. White has on their team. Then Taylor's got the starting five for the Cardinals. These are two really good basketball clubs. They're going to be doing battle here in district play for a long time, as E.D. White has just joined our 4A district, and we're happy to have them. They're a good, respectful program in so many different sports. They actually won the district championship in football. They're going to be one of the favorites to win the district championship in baseball, though the South Lafourche baseball team may have something to say about that at the end of the day, because the Tarpons are supposed to be awfully good as well. They've actually had a scrimmage today against H.L. Bourgeois. I'm curious to get a report from Coach Rav about how that went. I think they were supposed to get some work this coming weekend as well, but I don't know that Mother Nature's going to let them do that. It's supposed to rain the rest of the weekend. So your home team starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital. Taylor's going to be calling them out here in just a minute. Charles Brady, number 3. He's a good one. We're going to be calling out his name a lot. Jacob Hagan, number 5. Peyton Amadi, number 11. Number 15, Quinn Strandler. And number 32, Matt Rodrigue. That is year 5 for the E.D. White Cardinals. Their coach, of course, by Coach Keefe. We just chatted with him a minute ago. Now the Tarpons. Your home team starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital. It's the same 5 that we've had for a while. John Vega is the first one out the tunnel. Marquise Francis, the second starter announced. Matt Bellinger, third starter. DeMarcus Kane, of course, leading into our next sponsored content pregame. Thibodeau Regional Medical Center injury report. Austin Cantrell out for the season with the ankle injury. DeMarcus Kane starting in his place, and now Luke Chasson, the last starter, announced. And that's your 5 on each side. Let's play some ball. We've already had 2 games played. The Tarpons won them both. E.D. White's trying to salvage this triple header here by getting a win. But the Tarpons boys are going to have something to say about that. Chasson is going to be jumping for the Tarps, who are in their home whites. E.D. White in some smoke-colored tops with the maroon trim. Thank you, Taylor, for the roster. We're going to be playing ball. It's going to be Rodrigue and Chasson jumping them up. These teams have already faced once. The Tarpons got a close, hard-fought win in a game that was a tale of 2 halves. E.D. White dominated the first half. South Lafourche dominated the second half. I think the Tarpons ended up winning by about 8 or 9 points on that night. Yeah, South Lafourche dominance in the second half started with full court pressure. We'll see if they looked at that early or not. Yep. E.D. White controls the tip. Strandler coming the other way. John Vega drawing the responsibility early of Peyton Amadi in this man-to-man defense, and DeMarcus Kane guarding Brady. DeMarcus drawing the lead defensive assignment, I think, tonight. E.D. White gets it to the corner, now feeding the post. Working on Shasta on the baby hook, no good. Rebound goes to Vega. And Francis now comes the other way. The Tarpons get a defensive stop on their first try. Francis to Kane on the right side to Marcus to the baseline. Bellinger inside to Francis. He's fouled. That's Amadi. Heck, we'll take that. He's one of their 2 lead players with an early foul.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Chasson to Kane. Francis gets it to Bellinger in the corner for a 3. High arcing and splashing through. The Tarpons, quite frankly, did not shoot worth a lick in the first half of that first game. It's good to see them make one early. Amadi picks up his dribble. Boy, they're denying number 15 Strandler the ball. He finally does catch it. Good, hard-fought defense. Tags to left side, taken away by Vega on the entry pass. 2 good defensive possessions by South Lafourche early. Francis.
Man, and it started with Bellinger all in his face.
Yep. Matt attacks off the dribble to Vega in the corner for a 3. No good. Rebound goes to Chasson, but it's taken away by Amadi, who pushes up the floor. Now you got to find your man in transition. Amadi to number 15 Strandler. Tarpons have a rare early lead. Boy, this is a team that's gotten off to some woeful starts in the last couple of weeks. Strandler feeds the post, and we're going to have an offensive foul on E.D. White on 32. Matt Rodri called for the push-off. So he used his elbow to get some space. Francis coming the other way. The Chasson on the left side. Kane, top of the key ball. He's wide open. He shoots the 3. No good. Rebound goes to Francis. Marquise will pull it out. Francis running some offense. To Vega on the left side. John to Chasson on the baseline. Inside to Francis. Marquise shoots it up and in, and it's 5-0 Tarpons.
Good move. Good finish.
It feels much better to be on the right end of a 5-0 score early in a game. Amadi looking around, being guarded by Vega, looking to his bench, getting a call. Being given some space, but really not a lot of movement. They're just trying to feed the post, and Chasson's doing a good job denying it. Now they'll get into a different set. Strandler on the left side. Attacks the baseline. Kicks it to the corner. Hagan on the right wing. That's way off. Rebound to Chasson. I think the Tarpons just got him confused a little bit defensively. Francis to Chasson on the left side. Luke to Vega. Vega attacks. Gets it back to Luke. Luke's got a mouse in the house. Let's see if he's aware, because he's way bigger than Hagan. Now Kane in the corner for a 3. Follows his shot, but it's no good. Rebound to the Tarpons. Kane looking to Coach Colley and saying, hey, man, my bad. He knows that was sort of an ill-advised shot there. Chasson to Kane in the corner. Now Francis. Boy, he had a hot hand against Morgan City, and he makes that one. Remember when we said in the second half the game was well out of reach, but he made about 3 or 4 in a row.
Yep.
We said that might be big for the rest of the season. He makes that one. E.D. White attacks at the other end, and Amadi puts it home, and it's 8-2.
Tarpons coming right back, pushing it early.
Francis looking around. Bellinger, Matt. To Kane on the left side. To Marcus into the post. Chasson can't catch it clean. They're fighting on the floor. We've got a held ball. The arrow pointing to the Tarpons. Coach Key does his homework, boys. Looking to see what call Coach Colley makes, and he goes to his sheet to see what play that is. And now he's calling his defense. Some gamesmanship. Gets it inbound too, and they knew the play. Sure enough, they're going to get called for a foul. Now the Tarpons will run another one here. The foul's called on 10 red. They don't have a 10 red in the game.
Yep.
Kane will shoot it up, no good. We're going to have to get clarification on that, because number 10 is not in the game for E.D. White. Cardinals come the other way after the miss. Brady attacks the lane. That's going to be a foul on the floor before the charge. That's on DeMarcus Kane, the foul. It would have been a dead red charge.
Wonder what's going to come out of this.
Yeah, the foul was called on 10. The Tarpons got the basketball. The problem is there's no 10.
And the 2 refs meeting about it. Neither one of them made the call. That's the other ref.
So we're going to have a discussion, and we're going to get a remedy to this. The foul had to be on somebody, but there's no 10 in the game. Yeah, everyone is confused right now. They asked him for clarification. He said, yeah, it's on 10. Well, then it should have been E.D. White's basketball, because the Tarpons are the only team that have a 10 on the floor. So everyone is confused right now. The officials are discussing if it was on DeMarcus Kane and they gave the wrong team the ball, then that'll be DeMarcus' second foul.
Yeah. And did they score since?
I don't think they did. I think they came up empty on that possession. Coach Keefe is confused. I'm confused. I think that what they're saying is 10 White is the guy the foul should have been on, and they gave it to the wrong team. Coach Keefe giving us a wry smile. We're all kind of confused. Let's see now. So the foul was on DeMarcus Kane, so he now has 2 fouls, and the official admitted, hey, we gave the ball to the wrong team by mistake. It's a little early in the night for those types of boo-boos, but hey, it happens. The Tarpons did not score on the following possession. But if DeMarcus would have already had 1 foul, he may not have been as aggressive defensively on that last possession where he picked up his second foul.
Yep.
So we'll see. Brady shooting 1 more. He's already made the first. He's made the second. It's 8-4. And I don't know if Coach Colley, yeah, he is aware. Anthony Francis coming to the table. E.D. White pressing. They get a steal on the inbounds. Now they get it to the corner. Brady for a 3. No good. Rebound the Vega ball. We dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, Brady, a really good 3-point shooter.
Vega across the timeline to Kane. Got to be careful. Don't have a player control foul or anything. Francis to Vega. Looking to the post. Chasson. Chasson's got a size advantage. Backing him down. Fading away. No good. Fighting for the rebound. And it'll go out of bounds. Boy, Chasson clobbered the young man for E.D. White, but it wasn't a foul. They just were going for the ball.
Yeah, I think they just went head-to-head.
And Ryan Barbier's out on the floor, but as an E.D. White player, I can't get an ID on him because he's laying flat on his back.
Maybe that was shoulder to head. I don't know what happened because Luke doesn't look fazed by it at all. Clearly didn't look like there was any ill intent, just 2 guys going at it.
So I see 15. It's not Strandler. I see 3. It's not Brady. I see 32. It's not Rodrigue.
It's not 11 either.
Not 11, so that leaves us to number 5, which would be Jacob Hagan. See his hands shaking there as he's on the floor, but
he's sitting up. Good sign already.
A couple of medical professionals tending to him. As number 10, Evan Martinez is going to check into the game. And Hagan is now up on his feet. And he appears to be okay. Martinez, the sub for the Cardinals. Anthony Francis, the sub for the Tarpons. Anthony played beautifully in the junior varsity game. We'll see if he can carry that momentum into the varsity game.
And if he gets a good look on a good pass, I'm expecting him to pull a deep one early.
Because he was making them like heck in the warm-ups. They're going to say it was no foul. The ball was just out of bounds. Chasson looking around, gets it to Bellinger in the corner for a 3-ball. No good. Rebound goes to E.D. White. Amadi gets it to 24. Russell, Tate Russell. Russell using the right side. They get it to Brady. Brady using the switch, attacks, gets the lane, loses it. It'll go out of bounds to South Lafourche. Coach Keefe telling his team, hey, slow down, fellas. They like the matchup there, but they didn't get anything out of it. Francis to Chasson on the right side to Bellinger. Matt to Vega on the right side. Luke at the top of the key. And a mental miscue there. Anthony Francis started to cut right as Chasson was passing, and then he threw it into the E.D. White bench. That's an unforced error.
A little miscommunication there.
Got to shake that off. Anthony Francis now drawing the defensive assignment of Charles Brady with Kane on the bench. Amadi. Boy, Francis just took a shot. We're going to get a double foul called on Marquise Francis. also on Evan Martinez. I don't know what Marquise did there to deserve a violation.
Because, to be honest, Martinez, I think he just made a hard cut. I don't think he meant to run into Marquise.
Yeah, I don't know that they were necessarily both holding one another. And either way, the double foul is called. Now there are 3 team fouls on each team.
Yep. We're all even again.
Strandler. Doing a lot of dribbling, waiting on a screen, feeds the post. There's a cutting Brady. He lays it up and in. Boy, they burned him there on the backdoor cut. Now the Tarpons coming the other way. Francis. Marquise to Anthony Francis, wide open. We talked about how he missed that one. The rebound to Brady. Anthony guarding him close. Brady attacking, top of the key. Getting the set play call. Attacks the right side, gets it to number 15, Strandler. Using a screen. There's the backdoor cut again. This time Anthony does a better job defending it, but Brady saves it for a long 2 that's up and in by number 11, Amadi. And the Tarpons have squandered this early start. We're tied at 8. Francis, and the improvement, by the way, with E.D. White is evident. They're playing with a lot more confidence this time than last time. Anthony Francis being unguarded. He's going to have to make that shot. He missed it this time. And after you miss a few, it's going to become mental here in a hurry. Brady. Cross half court. Attacking the left side. Throws it to the corner. That's Strandler. Strandler looking to the post. That's 5 seconds. That's a good call from the official. Bellinger was right on top of him the entire time. You got to make a decision, as now they're going to get Matt Rodrigue into the game. Defensively for E.D. White right now, the big guys are guarding Francis and Anthony Francis, and they're just not guarding him. They're just staying in the paint. He's going to have to shoot them out of that defense, or the Tarpons are going to have to come up with something different. Marquise to Bellinger. Matt is open for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Martinez. Now Amadi. Amadi coming the other way to Rodrigue. Rodrigue feeds the post, taken away by Chasson.
He's got a chance to go all the way here.
Luke in transition at the rim. He lays it up, draws the foul. Luke Chasson will be shooting 2. It's the 4th foul on E.D. White, and I think the 1st foul on Matt Rodrigue. Big call, because if that would have been on Amadi, that would have been his 2nd. It is also Rodrigue's 2nd.
Yep.
But you would like to have 2 fouls on old number 11, because he's an awfully good player. Not to say that Rodrigue isn't, but Chasson makes the free throw. It's 9-8.
And the rare backcourt steal, coast to coast from Luke Chasson.
One more coming.
I don't know if we've ever seen that one.
Yep, makes that one. It's 10-8. Light Cajun crazy crowd tonight, my man. They're not packing a big load tonight.
I've been told most of the Cajun crazies are baseball players, and they in fact have a scrimmage tonight in the back.
That would make a lot of sense. Martinez using a screen. There they roll. They'll throw it to the post, knocked away, and Francis has it. Boy, they missed an opportunity there. Tate Russell couldn't catch the basketball. Marquise to Vega. Vega attacks baseline, shoots a floater. How about it, John Vega? It's not usually in his weaponry, but he looked comfortable doing it there. It's 12-8.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Amadi to Russell, feeding the post. Chasson working hard, not giving up ground, but it's going to be and one. Didn't see a ton of contact there. He just kind of had his hands up, but he gets whistled for it.
Well, Matt Rodrigue did what we talk about a lot. You know, we mostly use Victoriano Nelson in the example. He did what he had to do to draw some good, solid contact, and he made the ref blow his whistle. Now, even though he initiated it way more than Luke did, you know, he got the call that he was looking for.
I think the next time he starts to back down, Chasson may be going to the deck, and they're going to try to get an offensive look. Brady's going to get a breather for the final 46 seconds here. Francis to Vega. John to Bellinger. Bellinger to Anthony Francis. Again, wide open. Now he attacks the lane, kicks it to the corner. Bellinger for 3, no good. Rebound goes to E.D. White. And the Cardinals will hold for 1 with a chance to take the lead. Oh, that's a push off. Oh, boy, they got away with one. E.D. White have it deflected to Anthony Francis, who now comes in transition, tries to throw it to Vega, but Bellinger's there. That's going to be a foul. And, boy, things just tend to work out, huh? Because Francis got pushed. That should have been an offensive foul, but then the deflection goes right to him. and then leads to a Tarpon break, and Bellinger shooting 2.
Boy, they found the way, because that could have got ugly.
Yeah. It's the second foul on Martinez, so fouls are starting to pile up a little bit for the Cardinals, and now Charles Brady checking into the game for the final 13 seconds for an offensive possession. I'm sorry, go ahead, partner.
I was just going to say, you'd like to think he wanted to save Brady till the second quarter. I don't know what the plan is for these last 13 seconds.
To get him a shot, I think.
Yeah.
Strandler.
Bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off.
Yep, they get it to the baseline. They attack baseline, laid up at the buzzer, up and in. That's Amadi. And our score after 1 at South Lafourche 14, E.D. White 13. We'll be back in 60. Boy, we've got a good game here. You're listening to Varsity Basketball on KLEB. So we saw a real good first quarter there. Both teams played pretty well as opposed to the first quarter of the last time where E.D. White played well and South Lafourche didn't. Our score is 14-13. Tarpons out in front. For the Tarpons, it's Anthony Francis, Marquise Francis, Matt Bellinger, John Vega, and Luke Chasson on the floor. Cardinals have Brady, Amadi, Martinez, Rodrigue, and Strandler. E.D. White in possession. Amadi to Strandler. On the right side using a screen. Gets to Martinez. There's the cutting Brady. They're burning him every time with that. Brady lays it up and in. Backdoor cutting him to death.
The first time it happened, it surprised him. The second time it happened, the guy in the Cajun Crazy section called out the backdoor cut. I'm going to let you get the play-by-play. I'll come back to that.
Yeah, Francis has it blocked away. He attacked the left side, but had it swatted by number 32, Rodrigue. Brady gets it to the corner, Strandler. And we have a whistle and 3 in the lane on Martinez.
Like I was saying, the second time the backdoor cut happened, we got Cajun Crazy screaming, watch the back door. The third time, absolutely inexcusable.
Yeah, no doubt. You're going to have to, fix that or get some help, do something. Marquise Francis on the right side to Bellinger, top of the key. Anthony Francis now drawing the respect of the defense. They're actually guarding him now. Luke to Marquise on the left side. Francis on top of the key, Vega. John shoots a long 3, no good. Rebound to Brady. I think it'd be wise to maybe run a little bit extra time there as opposed to shooting the 30-footer. Brady attacks the left side. Amadi to Martinez. He lays it up and in. Martinez did a good job muscling his way to the rim, and E.D. White leads 17-14. Francis to Vega, to Chasson. Luke looking inside. Bellinger's open for a 3. That's a bad mistake by E.D. White, but he didn't make him pay. Rebound goes on the floor. They're fighting for it. And a timeout is called by E.D. White before the held ball, so just about everything going the way of the Tarpons right now. Or excuse me, of the Cardinals right now.
Yep, E.D. White's starting to find it, man. They're starting to feel it. The momentum kind of swinging their way. They're hitting their backdoor cuts in their layups. They're playing with a lot more fire and a lot more life on defense. And man, we've got a good one on our hands, man. This is going to be a good down to the wire finish.
We're playing a little roulette right now. I'm thinking that the Tarpons are coming with that pressure defense right here out of this timeout.
Yep.
E.D. White didn't handle it well the first game. They prepared for it here, which is quite frankly why the Tarpons didn't start the game in it. I think now we may be seeing it, and it looks like they are up defensively. You spend enough time around a locker room, around a ball team, you learn a little bit of the tendencies, and this is a pretty easy guess here. They get it in bounds. Amadi to Brady. Back to Amity. Those two guys are going to do a lot of the leg work. Rotary, they've got to get across. They've been dribbling for a long time. They throw it long to Martinez. Martinez throws it to the block, and they'll lay it up and in. Strandler. So they had one test at it, and they've gotten one layup at it. It's 19-14, E.D. White. Francis to Vega. To Bellinger. Bellinger to Anthony Francis for the three. Yes, boy, we needed that.
In a big way.
Boy, we needed that. They're very loosely guarding him. It would change the entire game if they had to really clamp up on him. E.D. White against the press. Strandler attacks the left side, drops it to Martinez, who lays it up and in. 2 attempts, 2 layups. Francis across the timeline. Vega. John looking inside the Marquise. Backing down, shoots it up, no good. Rebound to the Cardinals, Strandler. Strandler to Amity. E.D. White walking it the other way. 5:06 to go in the half. To the corner they go. Strandler. Inside they feed the post. Now to the corner for a 3-ball. No good. Rebound to out of bounds to the Tarpons. Charles Brady knocked it out. Tarpons need to finish strong here in the final 5 minutes of the half. They're down 4.
Yeah, plenty of time to take the momentum back.
Francis to Vega. John looking around. Gets back to Anthony Francis. Thinks about the shot. Now Marquise is wide open on the left wing. Wide open. He missed it. Rebound goes to the Cardinals. Vega's trying to tie him up, but he fouls him. So the fouls are now 5 apiece. Number 24, Tate Russell, checks into the game for number 32, Matt Rodri.
And I really thought Vega was going to get that tie up there.
Yep. Amity coming the other way for the Cardinals. E.D. White in no hurry. The Tarpons sag out of their pressure as the Cardinals kind of carved it up a little bit. Amity attacks the baseline, now back out to Martinez. Looking to feed the post. Now he attacks Martinez. Gets it back to Amity. Reverse pass. They've got a wide open Strandler for a 3. No good. Rebound to Francis. Marquise is fouled. And that's a significant foul because A, it's on Amity, but also B, because it's the 16th foul against E.D. White.
Yep.
Shooting for the rest of the half at the 4:06 mark. Francis, as Kane getting ready to check back into the game to the right side, Chasson. Now Vega inside to Marquise. He's bodied up. Now gets it back out to Vega. Vega to Bellinger. Bellinger stop and pop from 3. Splash! Off the dribble. It's not an easy shot. He made it look easy, and it's a 1-point game again. Amity, boy, it'd be nice if we could take a charge on that young man right now.
This would be beautiful.
Playing with the 2 fouls. Gets it to Martinez. Martinez traveled. Yes, he did. Assumption shuffle every day of the week. DeMarcus Kane checks into the game for Anthony Francis, who quite frankly gave them some good minutes, man.
Yes, he did. He missed his first couple threes, but he didn't lose his confidence. He stroked one when we needed it and played good defense as well.
Kane on the left side to Bellinger. Boy, that's a mistake. He's open. He made it.
Buckets.
He made 2 in a row, and the Tarpons take back the lead. It's 23-21. You can't fall asleep on him defensively. Amity with 3:10 to go in the half. The Tarpons have retaken the lead. They had a nice lead early, and then E.D. White came storming back. Martinez attacks the lane, shoots the floater, no good. Rebound to Bellinger. Matt to Marquise. Tarpons trot the other way to the corner. Chasson thinks about the 3. Spins, gets to the rim, no good. Rebound goes to E.D. White. Said he got to the rim. He wasn't even really in the paint. If he made another dribble, though, he could have perhaps gotten to the rim. Strandler to Amity. Amity on the right side. They get it to 24, Russell. Russell now to Amity. Amity off the dribble, working on Vega. To Strandler. White taking their good old time offensively here, and we have 3 seconds in the lane on the Cardinals. It's the second time tonight that they're just caught camping out there.
And I'm not going to say it. Well, actually, I will say it only because Coach Keefe said it first. That guy needs to come out of the game. Human turnover right now.
Yep.
Needs to get his head right.
Francis to Chasson. Luke attacking the left side. I got a feeling Luke's going to make a big three-pointer in this game. I don't know why I have that feeling. Francis, he shoots the three. No good. Rebound to Chasson. Go up, Luke. He lays it up, and he draws the foul. Good effort by Luke. The foul's on Charles Brady, and Chasson shooting two. Tell you what, I've done some youth coaching. I know you've done some high school coaching. I would take Charles Brady on my team every single day of the week. Every whistle you could see, he's living and dying by, looking to his coaching staff.
Absolutely.
He does everything right. One more shot coming from Chasson as the first free throw is up and good. The second shot is up and also good, and it's 25-21. Tarpons out in front. Amadi with 1:53 to go in the half. Looking around, they're trying to get it to Brady. Kane's doing an excellent job denying him the ball. They feed the post now, get that backdoor cut again, but it's taken away this time.
Good help.
Francis to Kane, but he overshot him. DeMarcus had him led down the floor. And DeMarcus is a wide receiver in football, but he's not that good of a wide receiver because that one was overshot.
That was, I don't know if Randy Moss was getting that one.
That was the Danny Etling special, 10 yards ahead of the wide open receiver. 90 seconds to go. Brady, Kane working hard. They get the backdoor cut. Amadi shoots it up and in. Tarpons did a better job defending at that time. E.D. White just executed, and it's a two-point game. Francis to Kane on the right side. DeMarcus to Chasson on top of the key. Luke to Marquise. Now Vega on the baseline. John to Francis. Trying to feed Chasson on the post. Can't get it to him. Bellinger to Vega. Got a minute to go. Kane shoots the three. That's no good. Rebound tip to Chasson. Saves it to Vega.
Save.
And lays it up and in. The Tarpons steal two there. Great hustle play by Chasson. Good finish by Vega to be Johnny on the spot. E.D. White feeding the post, 35. Temple lays it up and in. Zachary Temple. Or excuse me, that's 32, Matt Rodri. Francis to Vega on the right side. To the corner, Bellinger. Now Vega. Tarpons could hold for one here if they choose to do so. 28 seconds on the clock. Marquise to Bellinger off the screen. Thought he was going to pull it. Now he goes off the dribble. Chasson, there's my three. No good. Thought he was going to make that one.
Looked good.
Amadi coming the other way. E.D. White's going to likely hold for one with 13 seconds on the clock. Look at Kane deny Brady the ball. 8 seconds to go. Amadi.
Got to watch these backdoor cuts.
Get to Strandler, 5 on the clock. Stolen by Francis. 2-1 at the buzzer. He lays it up. No good. A point-blank layup. Falls no good. And our score at the end of the first half, it's South Lafourche 27, E.D. White 25. Boy, I hope we don't regret not having those 2 points later. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Varsity Basketball on KLEB. Well, North Carolina is beating Duke 67-57 with 11 minutes to go in that game. That's a big matchup. I know actually some folks that were in the audience here told me they were going to leave after the girls' game, go home, watch that game. Well, you're missing out because we've got a good boys' game here. It's 27-25, South Lafourche on top of E.D. White. Casey Gisclair here with Taylor Griffin in the first half. For E.D. White, the scoring was as follows. Charles Brady had 4 first-quarter points. They held him scoreless in the second quarter. Evan Martinez, 4 points. Peyton Amadi doing all the damage right now. He's got 10 points. Quinn Strandler with 2. Matt Rodrigue with 5. The Cardinals scored 13 in the first quarter, 12 in the second quarter for South Lafourche. The scoring is as follows. Anthony Francis had 3 in the opening half. Marquise Francis had 5. Jonathan Vega with 4. Matt Bellinger's doing a big-time yeoman's work tonight. He's got 11 points, 3 three-pointers. And Luke Chasson's got 4 points, all at the line. The Tarpons led 14-13 at the end of one. They lead 27-25 at the half. So you do the math. That means we played 2 quarters where the teams were just 1 point apart so far.
Yep.
That's indicative of the type of game we've had. These teams are very evenly matched.
Oh, yeah. Anyone listening right now that decided to stay home instead of come to the game, big mistake. This is one of the better matchups we've seen this year with the Tarpons. I mean, from what we've seen, you know, they kind of went back to they started to make an adjustment. They went back to what they did last game, which actually worked for them and swung the game in their favor. They went to that full court press, and
not tonight.
Yeah, it actually hurt them. You know, E.D. White got some easy buckets off of it, and they were really patient. They milked the clock down. I mean, I'm talking 8-9 seconds before they cross half court. As soon as they did that, 2 more quick passes, layup, layup, layup. South Lafourche had to make a quick adjustment, get out of the full court press again, and start over. Now, thankfully, they started to catch fire on offense. They started making big plays. I mean, the play that's never going to get talked about, you know, Luke Chasson going out of bounds, saving it, John Vega in the right place. Yeah, massive play right there.
Now,
great to see that.
Defensively, the Tarpons are shading a lot of defense towards Charles Brady, number 3. And in the first quarter, he got a couple of points because Kane got into some foul trouble, had to leave the game, whatever it may be. The second quarter, DeMarcus comes back into the game, and he's doing an excellent job denying him the ball. That's another situation where it's never going to get any credit, but, you know, it's not going to show in the box score, but that young man's had a big impact on this game.
Oh, yeah, face-to-face, just giving him no room to work, no room to get open, no room to breathe, and anything that he could do to make Charles Brady uncomfortable and take his mind off of play, and you know, he's got to work extra hard to get open, just to try to get the ball, and then, you know, it leaves E.D. White playing 4-on-4, and I mean, that's great. That's exactly what we want. Now, as long as we could stop getting beat on a backdoor cut, then if you take Charles Brady out of the game, you take away the backdoor cut, there's not much left for E.D. White to do.
So one more time for the people that are listening at home, we've got a schedule update on Monday. We're not going to be playing, you know, like a night game at South Tarpon. They've got a parade in Houma. They need to send the detail out to the parade in Houma. That game is going to be at 4 p.m. on Monday, so it's going to be an afternoon opening tip. Junior varsity starting at 3, varsity starting at 4. That's at South Tarpon on Monday. On Thursday, we're going to have the boy-girl doubleheader, the girls' playoff game at 6, the boys' varsity game against CCA at 7:30-ish, something like that. So those are the play dates we've got the rest of the year. We've got tonight for the boys. We've got Monday against South Terrebonne. We've got CCA on Thursday. Got to win 2 out of 3 to feel safe about postseason. And, well, you're up at halftime here. You don't feel secure yet, certainly, but this would be a big win to get for the Tarpons.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all but a must-win. You might as well just get it done now and start thinking about winning one of the next 2, or, hell, just get the sweep, win all 3 so you could go in comfortably. I mean, the poll I looked at today, I don't know if you looked at it, I saw 32.
32.
Yep. I mean, you're in there, you play the number 1 seed, but of course you'd like to try to jump up. First of all, stay comfortable, hope no one sneaks up on you, hope no upsets cause you to get bumped out. But, hey, go out and win the next 3, maybe try to get a high seed, get a little 29 or 28 action. It's very possible. But anyway, back to this game specifically, man. I can't wait to see what the second half has in store for us.
The golden ticket for South Lafourche in terms of postseason contention is that CCA game, because they have 20-plus wins, which means that you could get 25, 26 power points by beating them. That would be an opportunity to go and get to that, you know, the 27 seed or whatever it may be that you're looking at. not that, there's a huge difference between the 3 seed or the 4 seed in 4A. It's all some really good teams, but you obviously want to be seeded as favorably as possible.
And I'm just greedy, hoping it's a better location for us to travel to, whatever seed it may be.
I got news for you. Just about everybody 1 through 7 is a long bus ride. There's no New Orleans. There's no Edna Carr or anything like that.
Oh,
there's a lot of Bossier and Woodlawn or Shreveport and not a lot of friendly bus rides. Let's take a 2-minute break. We're at halftime. It's 27-25. The Tarpons out in front. We'll be back in 2. Currently down, we're being told. Martinez shoots it up and in. Now it should be back. So welcome back. We apologize. Had a technical delay there. Francis. Both teams have scored a bucket here in the third quarter. It's 29-27. Francis. To Bellinger, top of the key. Three. How about it, Matt Bellinger? You knew right as soon as it left his hand that one was good. That's the way shooters do it. And it's 32-27. Tarpons have a 5-point lead. Amadi, with both of these teams really playing good, sound basketball today. And it's very unlike the first game. Strandler has it deflected. Good hustle by Bellinger. We talked about his on-ball defense. He makes a play there.
And Bellinger's defense tonight has been the best we've seen all season, I think.
There's no doubt about that. E.D. White, Amadi will throw it to number 15, Strandler. Kane continuing to not even let Charles Brady touch the basketball. He's done such an outstanding job. Now he gets it on the right side. Shoots the long three, no good. And that's one of those, hey, I didn't have a touch in about a half hour. I got to get a shot up quick kind of moments.
And that's what we want right there. If we find ourselves in the situation where he happens to catch it, great. Chunk it up. You had shot in 2 minutes.
3:46 to go in the third. Tarpons looking to build on a 5-point lead. Francis to Kane on the left side. DeMarcus looking inside. Now out to Vega, top of the key. Francis on the right side. Marquise gets it to Kane, top of the key. DeMarcus thinks about the three. Now Vega on the left wing to Francis. Tarpons being patient as you would expect with the 5-point lead. Chasson on the left side. Luke looks to Francis, top of the key. Now Bellinger. Matt has already made 4 3-pointers in this game. Now Vega to Marquise on the left side. Tarpons have burned a good 30, 40 seconds here in this possession. Bellinger's cutting. He lays it up and in. Good pass, good finish. Bellinger's having a night tonight. E.D. White the other way. Amadi to Martinez. Gets it to Strandler. Strandler attacks the lane. Shoots it up mid-range. Short. Rebound goes to Bellinger. And the Tarpons defense has really done an outstanding job here so far in this third quarter on E.D. White. Now let's see if they could add a couple of more to this lead. Francis to Vega. Now Luke back to Marquise. Marquise looking for the cutter. Instead he'll dribble to the top of the key. 2:23 to go in the third. The Tarpons have scored every point of this third quarter. They lead now by 7. DeMarcus attacks, gets to the rim, shoots it up, no good. Rebound tipped by Vega, but Martinez has it. And now Brady coming the other way. He does have the basketball, first time in a while. Gets it to Martinez. Martinez picks up his dribble. Looking for the cutting. Brady, good job by the Tarpon defense. Russell with the ball, working on Chasson. Backing down, gets it to Amadi. Amadi nearly traveled. Now gets it to Strandler, inside to Russell. Russell's going to be called for 3 in the lane.
Seconds.
Third time tonight, E.D. White's called for 3 seconds in the lane. Their posts are just having a hard time with their internal ticker. Coach Keefe's going to call a timeout because they played 6 minutes of ball and haven't scored a point.
Yeah, he really needs to settle them down and get their heads back in it. They're struggling between Brady not getting any touches and, they're always camping out in the lane. He needs to settle them down.
And I just get the feeling that, that this is going to be a close game down to the wire. You get the feeling that it's very important for the Tarpons to win this last minute and 48 because you've done so much hard work. You don't want to have this be just a 2-point game going to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's such a game of momentum swings, man, that you've got more than enough time to lose everything you've gained, like you said. They could take the air right back, but Tarpons got to finish strong. Turn this into a 10, 12-point lead. It should be the goal right now.
Lady Tarpons took care of business, and the JV did as well, as we said a minute ago. Tarpon men lead by 7 here. This is a full timeout. We apologize. We could have went to commercial break, but instead you get to spin the break with us.
Yeah.
Coach Keefe looks like he's talking to his guys. E.D. White hasn't played as many guys in this game as they did at home. Remember, at home, they played a good 10, 11 guys. They were mixing them in and out. That's what happens when you get about a 15-point lead in the first quarter, though. You could use your depth a little bit. Tonight, it didn't quite go the same.
Well, Charles Brady, I don't know if that's just an angry lip or if he's actually hurting a little bit, but that's not his normal stride.
Yeah, he is favoring something. foot, ankle, something. I still don't want the ball in his hands with the game on the line, though.
Absolutely not.
Francis out of the timeout to Bellinger, top of the key. Using a screen to the corner, Chasson. Now Marquise. Marquise attacks. Kane was rolling, but he fell down, lost his footing, and now E.D. White will come the other way. That's just an unfortunate turnover. Brady in transition. Kane finds his man. Good job. Now Strandler. Feed the post Martinez. He backs down, shoots it up and in. Little kiss off the glass. And Amadi fell hard. A foul's going to be called on Vega after the shot. So E.D. White's ball into the basket. They've got a chance now to build on this possession. Boy, Amadi went down like a sack of potatoes on the floor. I would be out for a month. Martinez looking around, trying to feed the post. Now he gets it to Amadi again. A minute to go. We talked about momentum a minute ago. E.D. White's trying to get on a little run. They've already made one basket. They go to the same culprit. Martinez feeds it to Brady. Mid-range, no good. Rebound goes to Amadi. Shoots it, fading away, no good. How's that not over the back? Chasson gets the rebound.
That was close.
Coach Kale telling his guys, slow down. 42 seconds to go in the third.
Gonna look for one shot here.
Bellinger to Vega. Inside they go. Marquise, he's being fouled by 11. That's the fourth foul on Peyton Amadi. That is a huge call in this game. He's going to take a breather now with 34 seconds, and we're going to see how long they let him sit before getting him in the game. I'm fascinated by Coach Keefe literally getting Coach Kale's play and then calling out to his team where the ball is going to go. The official.
Bad toss from the ref to the player.
Yep, don't see that often. Chasson to Kane. Now Marquise, boy, he's open, but you got to hold for one here. Bellinger. Back to Francis, 25 seconds. I think if there were a minute and 25 seconds, Marquise would have shot that three.
Oh, yeah.
Bellinger in the corner to Vega, 17 seconds. Chasson, 15. Now Francis, 13. Dribbles top of the key, 10 seconds. Now 8 seconds. Well, you got to go, you got to go. Chasson, 4 seconds. Luke off the dribble, spinning to the corner. Bellinger for a three, no good. And our score after three, it's South Lafourche 34, E.D. White 29. We've got a good finish coming. We'll be back in a minute on 1600 AM. with 4:49 to go. You've done a lot right so far here to start the fourth quarter, my man. You had a 5-point lead going to the quarter. Now you lead by 9. You just got to keep building from here.
Yep, I mean, defensively, they're doing a fantastic job keeping the guys that are normally feeling it, keeping them cold. You know, we're blocking out. We're not giving up any second chance opportunities. Edie White really struggling to just get in a flow. I mean, all their points seems like just lucky, unfortunate situation, garbage points. And everything we're scoring is, you know, flowing offense, not as many garbage offensive rebound points.
Ball back in play. Tarpons in possession. 4:45 to go. Francis to Vega. John to Kane. Top of the key. To Marcus. To Bellinger. Now Vega. E.D. White not extending their defense yet, which I'm still kind of a little confused about that. Down 9. They're having a hard time scoring. You need this ball back. Kane. The left side to Francis. Now they're getting a little bit more aggressive. Inside to a cutting Francis. Loses it to E.D. White. That's a bad turnover from the Tarps. Brady in transition. Tags the left side. Loses his dribble. Now will dribble it back out to the top of the key. Reverse pass to 35. Temple attacks baseline. Feeds the post. Backing down Chasson, getting away with a travel. Kane deflects the outlet pass off to the races. He lays it up and in. DeMarcus Kane
job.
Have a day defensively. What a beautiful job there, and it's an 11-point lead. Brady coming the other way to Amadi. Amadi attacks and throws it to the post where they get away with a travel again. Now to Martinez. 35 Temple, backing down Bellinger. Now Amadi, boy, the Tarpons have them scouted beautifully. The foul's on the floor, and you could see that communication tonight is very, very good for the guys in white.
Yep, doing a good job pointing, looking, talking, switching when they need to, sticking when they need to, being physical more often than not. I mean, great team defense, great effort all over tonight by the Tarpons.
North Carolina has just beat Duke, which would explain why my Duke friends have not texted me all night long. I must not have service in the gym. Martinez backing down, no good. Rebound goes to Bellinger. And the Tarpons get a defensive stop, looking to add to their 11-point lead. 3:15 to go. Chasson on the left side. Looking around, 3:07 to go. Kane doesn't catch it clean. He does recover. To the corner, Vega boy. We don't need that shot. Good, wise play by the senior. Now back out to Kane.
And E.D. White just sitting back, letting us pick them apart, think about our passes, run our offense.
No idea why they're not scoring. You got to get the ball back. Bellinger attacks, lays it up and in. And that is a golden goose possession there. You run about 40 seconds, get an uncontested layup. Brady quickly back the other way to Martinez, who lays it up. No good. Rebound fought far, and Bellinger's got it. And the Tarpons are in a very good position here now.
And you can feel it starting to slip away from the up the Bayou Redbirds case.
Yep. Coach getting his team into a spread offense to Vega. 2:20 to go. Tarpons are up 13. Francis to the middle. Chasson pulling it out. E.D. White's going to have to get into the bonus here, unless if they're just conceding. The Tarpons are running too many ticks off the clock every possession.
They're going to have to do it right now.
Chasson to Bellinger. Bellinger closely guarded, gets it to Vega. Yeah, you can't let them run 40 seconds every possession. You won't get the ball back enough times to make this a game. Chasson, Martinez, 1:50 to go. Luke just reversing his dribble, pulling it back out, 1:45 to go. Now Francis.
Coach Key's going to have to start screaming for them to foul or something.
Unless if he's content to get on the bus, which there is a foul now on Strandler. With 1:39 to go in the game, they're just letting too many seconds run off the clock here in the last few possessions. You know, if you're Ellender Memorial and you could score 13 points in 13 seconds, it's one thing, but E.D. White scored 31 points in the whole game. Bellinger throws long to Kane. Kane catches it. Martinez is trying to foul him, but Kane now off to the races, gets it to Chasson. Luke back to Bellinger, 90 seconds to go. E.D. White still content to let this go on. Bellinger working on Strandler. Minute 20 to go. John Vega. Vega to Francis, a minute 15 to go. And how about this stall offense by the Tarpons as Chasson is fouled? Dr. Naismith could not have drawn it up any better. They are just keeping the ball away from E.D. White. And always talk about the debate of whether or not there should be a shot clock in high school basketball. If you're good enough offensively to not let the other team touch the ball, that's a credit to you.
Oh, yeah.
Chasson shooting 1-and-1 free throw opportunities. It is no good. Rebound goes to the Cardinals on the foul by Vega, but the Tarpons are not near the bonus, so it's not a costly foul. Coach Colley looking at his guys on the floor, telling them, hey, D up, we need one more stop here. Martinez with a minute 10 to go to Brady. Brady, like a freight train, gets it to Martinez. Martinez to Amadi. Amadi with the long three, no good. Rebound goes to Brady, lays it up and in. You know he ain't gonna quit. That's the type of kid he is. Vega, trapped, gets it to Francis. He's gonna easily get it across the timeline and just stay and wait to get fouled. And there it is. Marquise will be shooting 1-and-1 with 45.9 to go.
Man, too little, too late on the fouls and the pressure defense from E.D. White.
Yeah, I don't understand. We said in the pregame the Tarpons needed to win 2 out of 3 down the stretch to feel safe. I think now it's 1 out of 2, because I think this one is in the bag.
Yeah.
Of course, it would be nice to beat South Terrebonne on Monday, and then you're just playing for a seed. Francis makes them both. It's 46-33. The Tarpons are going to win tonight, barring something crazy. Amadi tags the lane, and, well, that would identify as crazy. Vega fouls him and one. That's the last thing you want to do is put him on the line.
Not the smartest decision. Thankfully, there's a nice little cushion we've got to work with.
Coach Colley looking at Vega saying, hey, man, what are you doing? Anything but that. If he's going to get to the rim, just let him make the layup. Because even if he scores it, the clock's going to continue to run.
Yeah.
Francis on the free throw miss. Tarpons are going to, oh, boy, that was a... With the tip of a feather, Zachary Temple fouled Marquise Francis there. And now Marquise will be shooting the last 1-and-1 opportunity for the Tarpons.
Okay, so while we got a second, let's jump ahead a little bit. So our next broadcast, which will be on the Monday.
Monday Gras.
Okay, I will not be here for that. That's the 4 o'clock game.
4 o'clock.
At South Terrebonne. Okay, just double checking, making sure for the listeners who may have just tuned in late.
Lundi Gras, 4 o'clock at South Terrebonne, Thursday night against CCA. That's a boy-girl doubleheader. The Tarpons make 2 free throws. Amadi shoots a 3. That's good. No, it's a long 2, so it's 48-37. 27 seconds to go. It's all but a formality here. Kane.
Yep.
Got to get across, but you still got some time. He does get across. He gets all the way to the lane, pulls it out to Francis. Brady's fouling Marquise. Marquise will be shooting 2. And partner, the Tarpons are going to sweep the Up-the-Bayou Redbirds both for the season and then also tonight here winning the triple header.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful work from the Tarpons all around tonight. And I'm already looking forward to the next game. It's going to be great. Unfortunately, like I said, I can't make it, but that Thursday night playoff atmosphere is going to be incredible.
Yeah. Marquise makes the first free throw. The second shot is up. It is also good. Gold star tonight, DeMarcus Kane. He had a hell of a game guarding that man with the ball now, Charles Brady, who shoots it from about the parking lot. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds.
And for any of our listeners who wants to come watch one of their favorite announcers ride in a Mardi Gras parade.
Tuesday.
Get y'all butts to Golden Meadow Tuesday.
Buy a poncho first, though.
Oh, yeah. To watch the crew of Neptune ride and come watch my float, the crew to Macros, tear down the town.
Our final score, South Lafourche 50. E.D. White 37. The Tarpons get a big win. Partner, some final thoughts.
That South Lafourche brought it from beginning to end. Huge credit, all kinds of intangibles that won't go in the stat sheet. Man, Matt Bellinger's defense, DeMarcus Kane's defense, Luke Chasson's hustle and all his big plays that he made. The list goes on and on. I mean, I know there's some names I forgot, but aside from that, also Anthony Francis coming off the bench briefly, playing with confidence, hitting a big 3. Everybody brought it tonight, and E.D. White, their hustle was there, their effort was there as always, and they just simply couldn't match up with the Tarpons' success, I guess.
Let's grab Coach Colley here at the radio table. He is coming our way. Truck hands him the headset. Coach, you said in the... You're going to have to flip that around there, partner. There we go. You said in the pregame that you were anxious to see how your team responded after that Morgan City game. Looks like you got your answer. Your team played pretty well tonight.
Yeah, look, we started off fast. got that 8-0 lead, and we kind of had a little defensive lull, and we let them get back in the game, and we just hung in there. We did a great job that second half, and look, our defense the first half, especially on Brady, was tremendous, and I think it threw him off his rhythm for the rest of the game.
DeMarcus Kane, though he may have only scored 5, 6 points, wherever it may be, big gold star to him. He did a great job chasing Brady throughout the night.
Hey, he did, and look, that was his job for tonight. And again, early on, we made a few of them. We missed a few, and we got to keep shooting the ball. And we did, I think, Luke Schass on an outstanding job rebounding the basketball on the offensive end in that first half for us.
Now you got the weekend to prepare for South Terrebonne. What are some things you know about those guys?
They're athletic. They got a couple of guys that can really play physical on the inside. Again, we got to be ready to play come Monday afternoon.
1 down, 2 to go, Coach.
That's it.
Thanks, Coach.
All right,
Congrats on the win.
Good job.
Coach Colley joining us after his team gets a 50-37 win over E.D. White. As you hear him exhale, breathe a sigh of relief there. We're now on camera, so I'll turn around, let the folks at home see my ugly smacker here. Partner, want to wish you the best of luck on your Mardi Gras ride. We're going to miss you on Monday.
Thank you.
For everybody, we're going to sign off here with our final score, South Lafourche 50, E.D. White 37. Good night, everybody.
Go Tarps, and God bless America.